Oh, what's going on? It's your boy H Money, Mr. The Zone. We in the building. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I got a great topic at hand tonight, bro. Errol Spence Jr., the next Winky Wright, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of similarities between Errol Spence Jr. and Winky Wright. You know what I mean? Winky Wright was known for that peekaboo defense. You know what I'm saying? Winky Wright, he was known for that peekaboo defense. You know what I'm saying? He made it famous. Errol Spence, same type of defense, peekaboo style. You know that peekaboo walk you down. You know what I'm saying? Hit you with mean body shots. Errol Spence Jr. definitely ranked number one welterweight in the world right now. Errol Spence is currently ranked number one in his division, in the welterweight division. You know what I'm saying? One of the hottest divisions in boxing. Welterweight is the hottest division in the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? Errol Spence, unified welterweight champion of the world, you know, coming off his great victory over Sean Porter. Errol Spence knocked Sean Porter down. You know what I'm saying? It was a great fight. Fight of the year candidate. You know what I mean? But Errol Spence right now, of course, he's the king of the welterweight division. We looking forward to seeing what Errol Spence is going to do next. You know what I'm saying? Who is he going to fight next? Devin Davis in the building. My boy D Money, Double D, Devin Davis. Shout out to my boy JFL, man. 100. JFL in the building. Team Garcia, man. DSFG, JFL 38-0. You dig? Valix in the building. There's a lot of rumors. Fresh BX. What's goody? BX in the building, man. BX in the building. You dig what I'm saying? 1,000. Fresh BX in the building, bro. You know what I mean? I remember when Errol Spence Jr. finished according to a certain someone. You know what I mean? A lot of people said a lot of things. There was a lot of misinformation we had about the Errol Spence accident. We're happy to see Errol Spence is doing better than ever, and he's rededicated to the sport of boxing. Man, let's get these likes up, bro. Smash that fucking like button. Let's get it going. Errol Spence Jr., the next Winky Wright, bro. The peekaboo defense, BX. You know that peekaboo defense Winky Wright used to walk people down with. High guard peekaboo defense. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence, he got that great peekaboo defense just like Winky Wright. Winky Wright was a southpaw. Errol Spence Jr. is a southpaw. Let's just be real. At one point, Winky Wright was the most avoided fighter in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Winky Wright came up the hard way. Over 50 wins in the sport of boxing. Winky Wright is known for his big victory over Shane Mosley. Winky Wright was undisputed. He was an undisputed champion, bro. Winky Wright, big wins over Ike Corte. You know what I'm saying? 2 wins over Shane Mosley. Winky Wright, big win over Felix Tito Trinidad. Huge wins. So, man, let me give a quick roll call for the people in the chat real quick. My boy Valix, I call him Val Easy. You know what I mean? I call him Val Easy. Shout out to my boy Val Easy. Boxing champ in the building. Shout out to the boxing champ. You dig what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Fresh BX, y'all know what to do, man. Y'all know what to do when Fresh BX in the building. Put your X's up, though. You dig what I'm saying? Put your X's up, bro. You know what I mean? Let's get it going. Devin, my boy Devin Davis, Double D in the building. You dig what I'm saying? JFL in the building. Team Garcia. You know what I mean? Danny Garcia versus Errol Spence might be next. I need JFL to hop on a panel with me in a little bit, but I got exclusive interviews and shit like that. So we going to get into it. Rob 87, MOB, man. You know what it is, bro. MOB, bro. Big M's down here. You dig what I'm saying? Winky Wright, he was undisputed, bro. He's underrated. He was an undisputed champion in boxing, bro. Undisputed, cleaned. He clinked out 154 pounds, bro. You know, big wins over Winky Wright. 2 wins over Winky Wright. Big wins over Tito Trinidad. Winky Wright, he beat Ike Corte. Winky Wright beat up Ike Corte. And Winky Wright got robbed a couple of times. Winky Wright, he got robbed against Fernando Vargas, and he got robbed against Jermaine Taylor. Shout outs to Brother Boxing Talk. Brother Boxing Talk in the building. You know, we talking this great sport of boxing. You know how I do it, bro. We love to throw hands where I'm from, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just chopped myself. You know what I mean? You see them waves spinning, bro. You know, I'm talking about, bro. 360, that is. You know, deep waves. But yeah, man, let's get into the lecture. The reason why I compare Winky Wright to Errol Spence is easy. The high guard defense, the peekaboo style defense, peekaboo. You know what I'm saying? Walk you down like that. Spence is known for that peekaboo defense. You know what I'm saying? Winky Wright made that peekaboo defense famous. That high guard defense, it was hard for people to hit him. You know what I mean? So Errol Spence, even Fresh BX agreed with me on this comparison. Even Fresh BX agreed on this one. You know what I mean? Errol Spence Jr. is possibly the best body puncher in boxing. A great body puncher, man. Errol Spence walking people down. You know what I'm saying? Don't drown. You dig what I'm saying? Wave check. Don't drown. I just chopped myself. You know what I mean? They spinning though. You know what I mean? Oh, we. Yeah, man, that's that. You know what I'm saying? That's that real stuff right there. But yeah, man, I got exclusive footage. We finna get into it, bro. So, hey, man, ain't nothing to it but to do it. I got exclusives, bro. So let's get to it right away. Matter of fact, let me drop some links, man. We can play some videos while I drop the links. So let me get my peoples in here. Whoever want to hop on, you know what I mean? Let's do it right now. Why wait? Why wait? I got exclusive interviews, bro. You know what I mean? Exclusive. Winky Wright was an undisputed champion. Errol Spence going to be a Hall of Famer like Winky Wright. Winky Wright was a Hall of Famer. He was avoided, bro. I remember when Winky Wright was getting ducked. You know what I mean? With so many people ducking him, he had to go fight overseas, bro. Winky Wright been in there with some of the best. Let me just name some of the opponents that Winky Wright has faced. Bernard Hopkins, Paul Williams, you know what I mean? Ike Corte, Fernando Vargas, Sugar Shane Mosley, Jermaine Taylor, you know what I mean? The man faced them all, dog. He faced them all. Val in the building. Val Easy. What's good, Val?
What up, bro?
Man, hey, man, I got, you know, I'm talking this boxing real quick, and I got a great comparison between Errol Spence Jr. and Winky Wright, man. I know you're probably not familiar with these guys, so, man, I'm going to break it down like fractions, man. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling, though?
Feel good, bro. I'm feeling good.
Sure. For sure, man. Let me switch computers, holler at the people while I get back, man. Just talk to the people, man.
Man, what's up, y'all? We about to do a comparison. I'm not into this stuff, but I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn today. Winky Wright have some underrated defenders. Do comparison. I'm not into this stuff, but I'm gonna learn today. Winky Wright have some underrated.
Let's get it, big bro. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, bro. We taking over, bro. Man, hey, man, this LDBC, bro. You know what I'm saying? This LDBC, bro. Don't come over here disrespecting the LDBC with no bullshit name like that, bro. You know what I mean? Have some respect, bro. I'm just going to time you out, though. You know what I mean? Yo, we got a great discussion right now, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's get it going. I'm dropping open links. If you want to hop on the panel, you know what I mean? Feel free. I see Battle Rifle in the building. Battle Rifle want to hop on, want to talk boxing. Feel free, bro. You know what I mean? H Money, man. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, let's get it going. You know what I'm saying? I got exclusive footage too, man. So we finna get into it. You know what I mean? H Money, Mr. The Zone. Let's get it popping. You heard?
Man, let's get it popping. Get out of here.
What happened? What happened, my boy?
Trolls, man.
You know how these trolls is.
You won't even know it on the night, bro.
You know how these trolls be, my boy. They ain't got nothing else to do. But, you know what I'm saying? Let them watch us, though. Hit that damn like button right away, bro. Mr. The Zone, we cooking up. Let's get it going. I got an exclusive, bro. Winky, hey man, Winky Wright. Let's go check out some Winky Wright highlights real quick. For those that don't remember, Winky Wright was undisputed at 154 pounds. You know what I mean? Errol Spence, you know, he's trying to be undisputed at 147 pounds. Let's check out some Winky Wright highlights real quick. Winky Wright was a killer back in his day. He was getting ducked. Undisputed champion. Let's check out his high guard defense first of all. Winky Wright greatest hits. Let's check out his highlights. Then we're going to go to that high guard defense. You know what I mean? Let's get it popping straight up and down. H Money, Mr. The Zone. Winky Wright. Winky, bro, was a killer. Winky Wright was a killer back in the day, bro. Point blank, period. Winky Wright tribute. Let's go check out this Winky Wright tribute. Winky Wright was a hell of a fighter throughout his career, bro. You know what I'm saying? Undisputed champion at 154 pounds. Possibly the most avoided fighter at a point in time, bro. There go Winky Wright against Fernando Vargas. Winky was beating the hell out of Fernando Vargas. He got robbed in this fight. This is actually the first time I seen Winky Wright fight was against Fernando. Winky Wright, look at that jab, southpaw, like Spence. Throws a lot of punches. He comes forward. You know what I'm saying? Just like Spence. Great jab like Spence. You know what I'm saying? Winky Wright was a hell of a fighter. That's against Shane Mosley. When he beat the hell out of Shane Mosley right there. Dominated Shane Mosley. Left hook upstairs. Winky Wright lands. Look at that jab. Peekaboo defense coming forward just like Errol Spence loves to do. You know what I mean? Body shots. You know what I mean? Beating the hell out of people, bro. Completely dominating, boxing, in his era. He was one of the best fighters of his era. Hall of Famer Winky Wright, former undisputed champion. You know what I mean? Look at Winky against Jermaine Taylor. Beat the hell out of Jermaine Taylor. Went up to 160. Started off at 147 pounds. Moved all the way up to middleweight. That's against Ike Corte. You know what I mean? Against Fernando Vargas. When he dominated Fernando Vargas. Fernando Vargas, another Hall of Famer. And Winky Wright ran right through him. Against Shane Mosley for the undisputed junior middleweight championship of the world. Look at Winky Wright with that peekaboo defense like Errol Spence, bro. It's like watching Errol Spence fight, watching Winky Wright against Shane Mosley. Dominated Shane Mosley, bro. You know what I mean? Walking him down, punches and bunches. Threw a lot of shots. You know what I mean? Coming forward. You know what I'm saying? Walking, he will walk you down. He just throw so many punches, he'll overwhelm you. A great body puncher, a great boxing IQ. One of the most underrated fighters of his era, for sure. Winky was one of the most underrated fighters of his era, man. You know what I mean? Underappreciated. Look at Winky drop his hands, telling Shane Mosley, give me your best shots. You know what I mean? Against Bernard Hopkins right here. That's against legendary Bernard Hopkins. Moved all the way up to light heavyweight. He was in a tough fight with Hopkins. That's against Felix Trinidad when Winky Wright dominated Felix Trinidad in that one. You know what I mean? Winky Wright dominated Felix Trinidad. Felix Trinidad was one of the greatest fighters in the history of boxing in his time, for sure. Look at Winky against Trinidad. He gave Trinidad a boxing lesson, bro. He beat the brakes off of Trinidad. Look at that straight left hook. Look at that. Left hook. Check left. Straight left hand against Jermaine Taylor. Beating the brakes off of Jermaine Taylor. And he got robbed in that fight, bro. But his peekaboo defense, bro, he made that peekaboo defense famous.
How he got robbed?
He got robbed against Jermaine Taylor. He beat Jermaine Taylor, but they gave the decision to Jermaine Taylor, man. That's why I say he got robbed, because he was supposed to win that fight, and they gave it to Jermaine Taylor, bro. So they robbed him from the decision. But this is Winky Wright right here against, of course, Felix Trinidad, beating the brakes off of Trinidad. He should have been an undisputed middleweight champion, but unfortunately they gave the decision to Jermaine Taylor. You know what I mean? Winky was a hell of a fighter. So now let me show you guys his peekaboo defense, bro. Hey man, let's get it going. Shout out to the LDBC. You heard? Man, hey, y'all know what to do with these trolls, man. Y'all got wrenches. Y'all know what to do with the troll. This Winky Wright, I'm showing you his high guard defense, bro. This is part of the reason why I compared Errol Errol Spence to Winky Wright. It's because of that peekaboo defense, bro. Look at Winky. Look at his high guard, keeping his defense tight. Look at his defense tight. You can't even hit him, bro. Against I Corte. Look at that defense. Errol Spence got that same peekaboo defense. High guard defense. It's hard to hit him. And he going to keep coming forward and walk you down with that high guard peekaboo, bro. Winky Wright made that high guard defense. He made that high guard peekaboo defense famous, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now you see a lot of fighters using this style. You see a lot of fighters using that peekaboo, bro. You know what I'm saying? They just come forward. It's very hard to figure out. It's very hard to figure out that peekaboo style of defense. But I think, to be honest, Winky Wright, he really took that peekaboo defense to the next level, in my estimation, bro. Winky took that peekaboo defense to the next level. You know what I mean? Look at that strong jab. Winky Wright, solid defense. Errol Spence got that same peekaboo defense. Matter of fact, I'm going to go to some Errol Spence highlights next so you can see the comparisons, how they fight alike. You know what I'm saying? Very confusing defense. It's hard for some people to figure that out, for sure. But Winky Wright was a hell of a fighter, bro. You see a lot of fighters using that peekaboo defense now, man. But Winky is the one that made it famous. Sure, Mike Tyson used the peekaboo defense, but his peekaboo defense was a little bit different than Winky Wright's. Winky Wright had that high guard peekaboo. That's what you call that high guard peekaboo defense, bro. You know what I mean? Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Winky been in there with all of them, bro. I'm talking about great fighters. Ike Corte, Jermaine Taylor, Bernard Hopkins, Sugar Shane Mosley. You know what I'm saying? Fernando Vargas, Julio Cesar Vasquez. You know what I mean? Jermaine Taylor's been in the ring with all of them. Paul Williams, Kid Chocolate, out of Florida. Winky Wright came out of Florida. We all know that. Errol Spence. Errol Spence is from Texas. Both of these guys from the South. You know what I mean? I haven't seen a 147-pounder as skillful as Winky Wright since. You know, I haven't seen a fighter as talented, a southpaw in the welterweight division since Winky Wright. You know, Errol Spence, he's bringing back that. He's bringing it back, man, to the welterweight division. Errol Spence, you know, Terrence Crawford, of course, Danny Garcia's. You got fighters such as Sean Porter's. You know what I mean? But you know, I'm telling you, Errol Spence is the most talented fighter I've seen at 147 pounds, southpaw, since. You know what I'm saying? Since Winky Wright. Errol Spence is the most talented I've seen since Winky Wright, bro. Shout outs to Winky. JFL in the building. What up, Jay? What's popping?
Yo, what up, H Money? Shout out to the chat, Smoke, Wrenches.
What's popping, my brother? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. You? How are you, man?
I'm good. I'm good, my brother. Do you remember Winky Wright?
Yeah, man. Like, he's one of the legends you can't ever forget. You know what I'm saying? He's one of them type of fighters, man. You know what I mean? 10 toes down with it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like he's one of my favorite fighters. Always take on good competition. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to that, you know, who ducking who, I can elaborate on that topic too. You know what I'm saying? But good topic, man. It's gonna touch. It might touch some nerves. You know, once we dig deeper into this, man. But I do see what you're saying about Winky Wright and comparisons to Spence. So yeah. I could definitely see what you see, but also you know, attributes. You know what I mean? So, but I got another fight in mind. But you know, to compare it to, I can let you know that. You know what I mean?
Go ahead, speak on it. Who?
No, I'm gonna get to that, bro. But you go ahead, continue cooking, bro.
Okay. Right here we see on the screen Winky Wright fighting Sugar Shane Mosley for the undisputed super welterweight fighter. I mean, undisputed super welterweight championship of the world at 154 pounds. This is a hell of a fight. Two Hall of Famers going toe to toe, and Winky Wright beat Sugar Shane Mosley 2 times. We watching some highlights. As you can see, Winky Wright using that peekaboo defense, and he's walking down Sugar Shane Mosley and just overwhelming him. He throws way too many punches. Winky with a great jab, walking down Sugar Shane Mosley. And another thing about Winky, man, he threw so many punches and he had great cardio. You know what I'm saying? And that peekaboo defense was solid, man. It was solid. Look at Winky backing up Shane Mosley, banging him. Double jab, triple jab, landing clean on Sugar Shane, bro. Landing clean on Sugar Shane, talking to Sugar Shane Mosley. Double jab, left hook right down the pipe. Lands clean by Winky Wright. Body shot, big right hook to the body by Winky. Solid jab, snapping Shane Mosley's his head back, snapping his neck back. Big shots, landing clean. Winky combinations, punches and bunches. Round number 8 is all Winky Wright, bro. Just showing y'all some of his highlights. So now what I'm about to do, I'm about to play some Errol Spence highlights real quick. I want to go to Errol Spence, play y'all some Errol Spence highlights, and to show y'all some of the similarities in the styles of Errol Spence and Winky Wright. You know what I mean? There's a lot of similarities, bro. I'm happy that Errol Spence, survived the accident. It's a lot of a lot of fighters, man, that, go through things, and hopefully Errol Spence has learned his lesson. I'm going to show you guys all the Errol Spence knockouts real quick. Let's go check out some Errol Spence highlights, man. And I hope you guys see the similarities. Errol Spence, as you can see, Spence is definitely a southpaw. This is Spence, uppercuts. I think Spence might be a little bit more explosive than Winky, but there's a lot of similarities, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at Errol Spence, uppercut right down the pipe. Errol Spence, southpaw like Winky Wright. Errol Spence, very technical. He has a lot of skills, man. I'm happy that Errol Spence is rededicated to the sport. Look at Errol Spence doubling up with his jab, tripling up with his jab. Right hook by Spence, walking him down. As you can see, Spence coming forward. Spence getting these guys up out of there, bro. Spence getting these guys up out of there. Errol Spence is a hell of a fighter, bro. Hell of a fighter. Look at Errol Spence. Got him on the ropes. Beating the hell out this guy. Referee forced to stop it. Forced to stop it, man. You know what I mean? Forced to stop it. Let me check out some comments real quick. Brother Boxing, Shane Mosley was a little bit overrated. Yeah, Shane was good. He was good, but he might be a little bit overrated. Let me make sure I can play these Spence highlights because he got some. Let me go back to some other shit. Let's see if I can play some more. I could play some Spence. Let's see. Yeah, man, Spence is a hell of a fighter, man. Shout outs to Errol Spence. He's rededicated to the sport. He basically got a second chance at life. You know what I mean? I'm going to go to the tell of the tape. Errol Spence, 5'9". You know what I'm saying? 5'9.5" with a 72-inch reach. Errol Spence Jr., arguably, the best welterweight in the world, pound for pound. Errol Spence is a top 5 fighter in boxing, unified welterweight champion. Big wins over Sean Porter. Of course, Kell Brook in his last fight against Sean Porter was very entertaining. He beat Mikey Garcia as well. You know what I mean? He had a big win over Mikey. Errol Spence is a hell of a fighter, bro. It's good to see that Errol Spence is back dedicated. This is Errol Spence when he was younger. You know what I mean? I wonder if I could play these Errol Spence highlights, man. I'm not sure if I could play those highlights because it's kind of these are newer fights and stuff. It's more recent. Let me see if I can find some of his older fights when he first started. But Errol Spence is a hell of a fighter, bro. JFL, any thoughts, though, about Errol Spence? I mean, where do you rank Errol Spence pound for pound, and how good of a fighter is he?
Errol Spence, definitely a fighter who comes to fight. For me, he hasn't really, shown everything he has. I guess that's yet to be seen. On the pound for pound, I'll play some like 6 or 5.
Yeah, so I think 5 is good. He's definitely pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world. He's a unified champion. He's at one point they was calling Errol Spence the boogeyman. People was avoiding him. Fighters such as Keith Thurman, I felt like ducked him for quite some time. Do you feel like Keith Thurman ducked Errol Spence?
When it comes to ducking, I'd rather put things in like content. So, factual opinion, I will actually label Keith Thurman a factual ducker when it comes to Spence.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I agree with you. I think Keith Thurman did duck. He ducked him. You know what I mean? Plenty of times. Let me show some highlights of Errol Spence training. Errol Spence is a hell of a fighter, man. Definitely dedicated to his craft, man. You know what I mean? The man is always dedicated. He's always in the gym. You know what I mean? He's, after that accident, I feel like Errol Spence is he has reinvented himself. Recently, Errol Spence did an interview where he was talking about how he has lost 15 pounds during quarantine. He's been training every day. Man, his face look clear. It looks like he's completely reinventing himself. It looked like Errol Spence is rejuvenated. It looks like Errol Spence is rededicated to the sport of boxing, man. And I'm happy that he survived. And now we want to see the best in Errol Spence. One of the best body punchers, I think, in the sport of boxing at the moment. He's definitely one of the best body punchers. He comes forward. He brings the pressure every time, man. A lot of rumors that Errol Spence gave Floyd Mayweather a black eye in a sparring match as well. You know what I mean? So that's how Errol Spence came on the scene, matter of fact. Everybody was talking about how Errol Spence knocked out Adrian Broner in a sparring match. Did you hear about that back in the day? Have you ever heard of Errol Spence knocking out Broner in a sparring match?
Never heard of that. Nah.
Okay, yeah. It was a lot of rumors. Like when this is around the time Broner was undefeated, everybody was talking about Spence. Like, yo, this guy named Errol Spence knocked out Adrian Broner in a sparring match. So once I heard that, I'm like, yo, who is this guy? You know what I mean? It was because this is when Broner was undefeated.
But this is the thing though. We know AB, right? And his mentality, and especially during that time. So if it was the case, and that's the rumor, AB speak on that?
Yeah, he spoke on it. He spoke on it.
Okay, so what was said at that moment?
He tried to deny it. Look, AB tried to deny it.
Okay.
But, Errol Spence admitted that he hurt him and he dropped him. And even a trainer by the name of Barry Hunter, who's there, Barry Hunter, who's the trainer of
okay.
Peterson and those guys. Barry Hunter was like, yo, Errol Spence did catch him with a good shot. You know what I mean? So it was confirmed that Spence did rock him. You know what I mean?
Okay, I mean, that's rumors though. So one thing I know, about AB, man, he'll speak on it, man.
For sure. Yeah, man. But at that time, this one he was undefeated. So I think that's why he wasn't speaking on it. They was trying to hide it. This one's Adrian Broner was a star and Spence was just coming up. You know what I mean? So they pretty much was trying to hide it. But yeah, I believe it did happen, to be honest.
That's room to be debatable and speculated about, but I can't see that happening.
Well, you know what I mean? The footage is not out there, but the interviews is out there. And Spence talked about it. So this is what I'm gonna do now. I'm about to play this Winky Wright, you know what I mean? Exclusive. Okay. Winky Wright.
Yeah, it's a good thing that you bringing up previous legends compared to fighters of today. Because let me ask you a question, man. Have you ever seen Cotto versus Winky Wright?
No, I don't think they ever fought each other.
Exactly, right? So that's the case, right? I'm comparing Danny Garcia to a Cotto. So you got Spence, Winky Wright, I got Danny Garcia and Cotto for my comparison. What you think about that?
You said Danny Garcia to Cotto?
Yeah.
That's a good comparison. I thought about it too because I was going to do a video about Danny Garcia and I was trying to think of a fighter and I thought about Cotto a little bit, but I don't know, man. I think Cotto was you know what I'm saying? I think Cotto was a better body puncher. I don't know. It might be. It might be a good one. I gotta really look into it because I
And
thought
that's a
about
good, that's a good thing to think about and ponder on because we never got a Winky Wright and Cotto fight. So you know, in hindsight, if you compare attributes to those legends, then you compare those two, Danny Garcia and Spence, to a Cotto and Winky, which is a big fight.
Facts. It would have been
So
a
your next,
great fight.
that'd be a good one for your next live. You know what I mean? But yeah.
So let me play this video. Winky Wright, man. Exclusive footage of Winky. Exclusives. This is when Winky had fought Bernard Hopkins, man. We're gonna show y'all the history of Winky Wright, his story. Everybody hit the damn like button and subscribe to the channel. ASAP. Winky was a hell of a fighter, bro. Let's go. Taking it to the next level, bro. Shout out to my boy Barbershop Conversations, matter of fact. Let's get it going. Is this it?
Left hand by right inside. Dedication.
Oh, yeah, this is it. All right, let's get it. Smash the damn like button. Subscribe to the channel. Exclusives, bro. Show y'all who Winky Wright was. We gonna go to his box rec. We gonna check out his all the fighters he faced and everything, bro. This is when he faced Hopkins. Let's go. Bernard Hopkins from Philly, man. Philly legend. Hopkins probably one of my favorite fighters of all time. So here go Winky.
The last time he boxed, I'm trying to think.
With the Hopkins fight looming, training camp is also underway for Winky Wright.
I'm gonna tell you, that was good, man. It's been raining 7 months. Good work.
The last time Wright was in the ring, he easily prevailed against Ike Corte.
Winky Wright trying to close the show for his fans.
But it was his controversial fight a year ago with Jermaine Taylor, which has fueled his hunger.
He got robbed against Jermaine Taylor.
114.
Yo, quick, I just want to say this real quick. Winky Wright got robbed against Jermaine Taylor, bro. That was for the undisputed middleweight championship, bro, and they robbed him. You know what I mean? So let's keep going, bro. It was a draw. Matter of fact, they gave it a draw. That was bullshit.
I think that even the greatest sportsmen, are entitled emotionally to feel whatever they feel after a fight. I think Winky showed more passion and emotion in walking out of the ring without being interviewed than he usually does in the ring when he's fighting, in which it's all craft and calculation.
It was Wright's decision to play the 12th round conservatively, presuming he had the fight won, that many say was his due.
The next percentage is going way down as Winky tries to put it in the deep freeze. I think he just gave Taylor the 12th round.
For Team Wright, the round should have made no difference at all.
I brought the fight to Jermaine. We fought. I beat him. You can see it on his face. I know what I did. I know I went in there. I took the fight to him. I heard him. I backed him up the whole fight. I scored more punches than he did. I threw more punches than he did. Where did you see a draw? I ain't see a draw.
Everybody in the world that we talk to tells us we won the fight. Everybody. And it was disheartening, but, we put that in another page and then we move on.
It doesn't surprise me that Dan Birmingham and Winky Wright would say that there's no question that he won the Taylor fight. Their argument is easy to see. On the other hand, if you look at Winky's face at the end of the fight, he's never been punished like that before.
You gotta fight with your fucking heart now. Let's go.
He's never taken that much abuse in a fight. That's because the punches that Taylor landed did damage. He's a harder hitter. So I think a draw was a good call there.
Wright is a fighter familiar with disappointment. It's taken him 33 years, plus victories over Mosley and Trinidad, to earn a place in boxing spotlight. Now, he hopes his performance against a bigger, stronger Bernard Hopkins will build on his reputation as one of the sport's pound-for-pound best.
Well, sometimes you got to take the hard path to get to where you at today and to respect where you at today. Because if you earn it, nobody can take it away from you. When you go into a fight where it's a chance that you can lose and people think it's a chance, that's the fight that gets you up, pick you up, and drive you to be the best that you can be.
Birthday. 7 months in the ring. Got a lot more to go.
The difference between me and the difference between 90% of
That was a hell of a fight, bro. You got more exclusive footage of Winky Wright, bro. More exclusive.
Like this is war.
Let's get into it. Shout out to Hopkins, bro.
Streets of Philadelphia. Ronald Winky Wright is entwined with St. Petersburg, Florida, where he first started boxing and still lives today. But he's found a home away from home during training camp.
He waited a long time to be a star. So you cannot blame that part of Winky Wright, which wants to enjoy his star status and notoriety.
I remember Winky used to be on all the videos too. Music videos with the 50 Cent in them.
And what's the best place in America to enjoy your public status? Las Vegas.
When you're the man in Vegas, baby, you got to stay busy. We like him. He just don't get beat up personally. Nothing personal. It's just that it's retirement time. That's all. There you go. We got respect for elders. We got respect for the elders. What up, Matt?
I got the OJs here on the phone. They want to know, when is your fight?
July
Hey, H Money.
What's up with it?
And shout out Winky Wright Barber, bro.
And he was chopping them. That joint was fresh, wasn't it?
And shout out to the barbers out there, man.
For sure.
Hello. Definitely, man, come out, because you ain't going to want to miss this. It's gonna be
He was chopping, though. He got a fresh ass cut.
You know what I mean? Just go back, baby. Bad man right there. That's a bad man. When I train, I don't like to go out and be scared where it's nothing. I've
Casinos, every 9 miles away with his surrogate family. His trainer, Dan Birmingham, strength coach, Errol Hudson, and advisor, Damian Ramirez.
20. Bye-bye. You lost, son.
We all get along like family. We never argue or fight. We respect each other's job and we let each other do their job. And then we can keep an eye on Wink collectively. So for us, it's work.
This is why you don't gamble. Because look, you get real upset. This is why you don't gamble.
He's imagining that. You know what I mean? He's really driven by the support he gets from his family.
When he looks at them, he sees success have to succeed. There's no going backwards. There's no saying, no, I can't do this.
It was definitely nice to have my kids come out while I'm training, you know what I mean? When you get away from your family, you miss them. And, to have my kids come in and give me a little more inspiration and go out here and do what I got to do.
Yeah, I got a brief little history on Winky Wright, though, bro.
Go ahead, speak on it.
Shout out to Winky Wright, you know what I'm saying? The type of character he got, man. You know what I'm saying? His barber gave him a fresh cut first time, and guess what? He took his barber on the road with him, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a barber on deck. You know what I mean? And when it comes to Winky Wright and Mayweather, man, they history run deep than affiliates and everything, bro. So on one hand, when it comes to Mayweather and Winky Wright, I feel as though outside situations probably affected, for that fight not to happen. And also when it comes to the offer at that particular time, you know what I'm saying? So it's Winky Wright and Mayweather, bro, that's supposed to happen. But I guess, I say they seen eye to eye, I guess, they didn't really agree with no terms, whatever. So that fight never came about, you know what I'm saying? But it could be some outside situation with that too. So I just had to put that out there.
Facts.
And this is stories, of Winky Wright that I research and do my due diligence on. You know what I'm saying? So a little small piece. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
Y'all
facts,
can follow up. You know what I'm saying?
facts. Let me show y'all something real quick though. Let's go to box rec real quick. Go to box rec. You know what I'm saying? Winky Wright. Let's go check him out on box rec. Hell of a fighter, bro. Hell of a fighter. Former undisputed, never been knocked out before. Was a 51 wins, 25 knockouts, 6 losses. He's never been knocked out. You know what I mean? Great chin. Winky Wright he's 5'10 and a half with a 72-inch reach. Errol Spence Jr., 5'9 and a half with a 72-inch reach. So they only one inch away in height. Winky Wright is only 1 inch taller than Spence, but they got the same exact reach. So let's go look at the notable fights in Winky Wright's, Hall of Fame career. His first, let's go check it out, bro. So it's notable fights, of course, Fernando Vargas. When he first faced Fernando Vargas, he got robbed. Majority decision was a robbery. Winky Wright beat the brakes off of Fernando Vargas. And he fought Harry Simon. He lost the majority decision to Harry Simon. Harry Simon was an undefeated fighter, undefeated world champion. If y'all never seen Harry Simon, make sure y'all go check him out. Harry Simon was a hell of a fighter. Been in the ring with Julio Cesar Vasquez from Argentina, the first man to beat Winky Wright. Okay, Julio Cesar Vasquez, who been in fights with Pernell Whitaker, was a hell of a fighter from Argentina. We know great Argentinian fighters such as Marcos Maidana, Julio Cesar Vasquez, Carlos Monzon at middleweight. Harry Simon, another great fighter, Winky Wright faced. He took a loss to Harry Simon, a majority decision. Then he faced Fernando Vargas. You know what I'm saying? Look at the great competition he's been in the ring with Fernando Vargas. Then from Vargas, he goes in a ring with Shane Mosley twice. He beat Shane Mosley twice. He beat Felix Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? He beat Ike Corte. Winky Wright got robbed against Jermaine Taylor. Been in the ring with Paul Williams, Kid Chocolate, Peter Quillen. You know what I mean? So Winky, former undisputed, super welterweight champion of the world, was a hell of a fighter, man. Just a hell of a fighter.
Also gotta say this, man. When it comes to that Taylor fight, right? Now I understand how he probably felt like he got robbed, right? But you also got to keep in mind where Jermaine Taylor was doing in the division prior to Winky Wright. And Taylor was one of those fighters that had like a lot of promise into him. He definitely could bang. He definitely could put up a fight. But at the same time, I seen what Winky Wright did in that fight, but you also seen what Taylor did in that fight too. So if it came close to it, if Winky Wright was getting the best, Taylor was getting the best of Winky Wright at moments, and Winky Wright feels as though he was walking him down and stuff like that. So, I mean, I'll say I'd rather for it to be a draw than an outright robbery for either side. And my question would be, why wasn't there as a part 2, Winky Wright and Taylor rematch?
Yeah, that's a great question right there. That's a great question, bro. In my honest opinion, I think Jermaine Taylor didn't want that, bro, because he's seen how difficult his first fight was with Winky Wright. So he didn't want to give him another opportunity at the time, man. Winky Wright was one of the most avoided fighters. So let's get into this. So I got more exclusive footage of Winky Wright. You know what I'm saying? Exclusive interviews. Everybody hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Here we go right here. Real exclusive, bro. Real exclusive business.
I prefer it to be a draw. So like, was that guy named Letterman? Him right there, that guy right there.
It's Jim Lampley. You talking about Harold Letterman, I think.
No, him, the guy on the screen. I forgot. What's his name again?
Jim Lampley.
Yeah. I get Letterman, Lampley. Okay, so he called it a draw too. So I mean, Taylor was one of those fighters, man. Like he could outshine you, but then like he also could take it too. So Winky Wright, he probably went like, 1-8. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta go 1-10 to get Taylor out of here, bro. And he had that reach on you too. So he might feel as though it's a robbery. I mean, personally, that's his team feel, you know what I'm saying? But that could have been honestly a draw, man, because Taylor wasn't playing either, bro. So we can't just write off Taylor like, he wasn't like effective in that fight. So a draw is a good call in my book.
All right, for sure.
And they need to do more. They need to do more of that, more when it comes to close fights like that, because that's what's going on with boxing today. Like they outright rob boxers when they could easily say, you know what, this deserve a rematch, a repeat. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean, run it back. You know what I'm saying? Like what's so hard about that? You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather put more pressure on these judges out here currently. You know what I'm saying? Because as you see, it was multiple robberies on multiple occasions, man. So these judges, get step your judge game up, man.
Facts. I got exclusive footage of Winky right here. Let's check it out.
You could not find two more different paths to stardom than Winky Wright and Jermaine Taylor. Jermaine Taylor, went to the Olympic Games, won a medal, came out, signed for a huge bonus, was immediately on HBO in his professional debut. Winky, had to fight for every little scrap he had. After an accomplished amateur career, 18-year-old Ronald Winky Wright made the decision to turn pro rather than pursue the Olympics. Fighting exclusively in small venues throughout Florida, Winky won his first 16 fights with relative ease. After 2 years in the professional ranks, it came time for him to start facing better competition. And it was then that Winky first learned that his toughest opponents were going to be outside the ring.
I didn't have a big promoter to push me. I didn't have the network behind me because I did go to the Olympics. So a lot of people would still have questions about me. Everybody was spreading around that Wink had asthma. He had weak hands. He didn't like to train. I mean, everything was negative, which wasn't true at all. It was only because a lot of promoters talked to us, a lot of local small promoters, and we wouldn't sign with any of them. So they started spreading rumors about us. I called all the big promoters, Duva, Don King, Bob Arum, but they were all too busy with their big-name fighters. I never even got a return phone call.
Winky had earned the reputation of being a defensive savant who had an awkward southpaw style that was virtually impossible to look good against. Many promoters refused to put their promising fighters in the ring against him.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Manchester, Ronald Winky Wright.
Rather than fight the system at home, Winky decided to take his act on the road.
I fought in England, I fought in France, I fought in Germany. That is Ronald Wright. He a Peter Gondat. And I did a lot of travel. A lot of people fly by.
And unlike in the United States, Winky Wright, the boxer, was an easy sell. International audiences were drawn to see the American technician with the unrelenting jab and impenetrable defense.
This is a class act. This Ronald Wright, I tell you. The Europeans, they called me the master boxer. I was beating all their top-notch fighters that they thought was coming up. I'd come over there, I'd beat them. Then I'd come back, beat the next one. And they was like, here come Winky Wright once again, coming to beat our fighters. Well, we're almost running out of fighters to put up against you. You've taken almost the cream of our crop. What's next for you? Hopefully I can get back to the United States and fight in, HBO.
All told, Winky would fight 22 times over 6 years in 8 countries. But his international success was bittersweet.
We'd go to the airports and he was recognized like a big star. They'd ask him for autographs. And then, of course, we'd fly back to the States and nobody knew him. It was kind of disheartening, actually.
It was a little difficult, seeing fighters, on TV that I know I could beat, and they making all this money, and I'm not, but I can't get the opportunity to fight them.
That finally changed in 1999. After 41 professional fights, Wright finally got a chance to compete against the best in America.
Fernando Vargas was then what Jermaine Taylor is now, the young, up-and-coming former Olympian that everybody saw was going to be a big star, and they were ready to use Winky Wright as a stepping stone to help him propel his way to superstardom. This was the kid that everybody said that I couldn't beat. So I said, I'm going to show them that, I don't have to run, that I can fight.
He is
fighting toe-to-toe with Vargas. Power punching
Hey, H Money.
What up, bro?
Let me say this real quick, man. Vargas, he's a problem, bro. He don't get enough credit, man. But Vargas is one of those fighters, bro. His reflexes, he got hands. You know what I mean? So Vargas, he definitely was a good competition for Winky Wright, man. So I got to shout out to Vargas on that.
Yeah, Vargas was young too then. He was about 22, I think, and he took that Winky Wright fight. But this is when nobody really knew who Winky Wright was. And I feel like Winky Wright got robbed in that fight, bro, because Winky Wright put a beating on Fernando Vargas in that one. And they gave Fernando Vargas the decision. You know what I mean? But, just to talk about the Jermaine Taylor-Winky Wright fight, Jermaine Taylor, every time it was a close decision, they will always give it to Jermaine Taylor. Even in Bernard Hopkins, the Bernard Hopkins fight against Jermaine Taylor, both of those fights were very close. And Jermaine Taylor got both of those decisions. You know what I'm saying?
You see?
Yep. I felt like Hopkins won those fights, to be honest, but they gave it to Jermaine Taylor. I think probably because Jermaine Taylor was an HBO fighter and shit, so they pretty much was trying to, make sure Jermaine Taylor won those fights. Jermaine Taylor was in a close fight against Corey Spence as well, and they gave it to Taylor. And then Jermaine Taylor ended up getting knocked out by Kelly Pavlik, man, and that was the end of Jermaine Taylor. But let's keep it going.
More or less coming out of nowhere, and in the eyes of many ringside observers, dominating the first 6 or 8 rounds of the fight.
Beat the hell out of Vargas. Look, beat the shit out of him.
Vargas, with his ability to stand toe-to-toe and trade with him,
It was an eye-opener.
Hey, Vargas and the Trinidad fight, that was epic, bro.
Vargas and who?
And Trinidad.
Yeah, it was. Hell yeah, that was one of the best fights.
Yeah, man.
Facts.
But this fight here too, man. Every fight Vargas in, man, is always be epic, man.
Facts.
Fought was just as good as a big-name star fighter.
the challenger, Winky Wright, who unexpectedly dictated the flow of the fight.
I always look at Winky, and I try to be honest with my guys. We got this. It was a one-sided fight.
To the IBF Junior Middleweight Champion of the World, Eruption,
They gave it to Vargas.
We weren't sure.
Robbed him.
I was mad as hell. I wanted to hurt somebody. When they called it decision, and you saw that my face just was like, I know they did.
I remember watching this, man, when I was a kid, watching that fight.
Hey, yo, my question is, why wasn't that a draw?
Because Vargas was a big star, man. Vargas was like, man, a future star in the sport of boxing. Winky Wright was pretty much a nobody, and they wasn't gonna give Winky Wright that win, bro. You know what I mean?
No, they give a draw with Taylor and Winky Wright, but not a draw with Vargas and Winky. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's when Winky had fought against Jermaine Taylor. That's when they knew who he was. He already beat Shane Mosley. He had beat Mosley twice. He been in that Vargas fight, so people kind of knew who he was. He beat Ike Corte, so they knew who Winky was then. But when he fought against Fernando Vargas this time, nobody knew who he was. It was just like, who is this dude? You know what I mean? He was a nobody around that time. That's what I was trying to say. So I think that's
I always knew about Winky Wright. Like, if you know boxing, you know Winky Wright. You know what I'm saying? So boxing at large, bro, like, they had to catch up, man. But at that time, that's what they were saying. So, me, I'm like I always know about Winky Wright, bro.
Facts. Keep it going.
A, I don't want to fight him. B, I have increasing proof that I don't want to fight him. But look at what happened to Vargas. He's going to make me look terrible. And C, he lost the fight, so I don't have to fight. It was a bonanza for everybody but Winky Wright.
But that's how he made a name for himself, though. After that fight with
Bernard Hopkins.
That's how he made a name for himself after that fight with of course, who was his name? Fernando Vargas. Everybody knew who he was after that Vargas fight. So let's go to some more Winky Wright footage. This one, Winky and Shane Mosley. The Shane Mosley Winky fight.
After his loss to Fernando Vargas, Winky Wright could not get any of the top American fighters to step into the ring.
People was ducking him for a long ass time.
After his loss to Fernando, it's really grounded him. I think it's made him happier and it's made him a better person and a better fighter.
thing that saved Winky Wright was Shane Mosley's arrogance. His own promoter was telling him, the one guy we don't need is Winky Wright. But Mosley said, look, I'm Shane Mosley, and he's not.
Shane Mosley going against Ronald Winky Wright. It's a fight for which Wright has waited his entire career.
Against Shane Mosley, nobody beat Winky. I mean, the conventional wisdom was Shane will get him. Shane will get him. Shane will get him.
This is a Winky Wright who's got to fight the fight of his life. Wright seemingly dominant in this round, just as he seems to have been in the first 3 rounds, hitting Shane hard with left-hand shots.
After the third, fourth round, I could look at the look in his face was, man, what did I get myself into? I can't catch him. I can't hurt him. And, I'm killing him with the jab, and he just couldn't do nothing.
There are moments in these past 2 rounds when Winky Wright is toying with the great Shane Mosley.
Winky Wright had the answer for everything. And not only that, he had the answer before you asked the question. And that was Winky Wright's breakthrough night.
For the winner by unanimous decision from St. Petersburg, Colorado.
That's what made him a star. Let me pause it real quick. This fight right here made Winky Wright a star. Once he beat Shane Mosley, everybody knew, Winky Wright was a star in the sport of boxing. Shane Mosley was a top 5 fighter pound for pound. You know what I mean? Shane Mosley was one of the biggest names in the sport. So once he beat Shane Mosley, this made Winky Wright a star in the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? So he became a household name then.
For us, here we had gone to Europe for 6 years.
That's what a lot of fighters need, though, JFL. Let me pause it real quick. Let's talk about it. Fighters in the sport of boxing, bro, they need an opportunity, man. Like I would say, a fighter such as Demetrius Andrade, man, he needs to get in there with a big name. You know what I mean? If he beats the likes of a fighter like Canelo, if Andrade could get a Triple G fight or something like that, then Andrade could be, a star in the sport of boxing. But Andrade needs to get that big fight. See, Winky, bro, once he beat Shane Mosley, then he became that star, that pay-per-view fighter. But it wasn't until he beat Shane Mosley, then people gave him his respect. You know what I mean? So, Andrade needs to get up in there with somebody.
And also, Shane Mosley, he requested a rematch, and Winky Wright gave it to him, even though he ain't had to, because he already defeated him. So that was Winky Wright doing for that rematch.
Facts. You're right about that. You're right. You know what I mean? He gave Shane Mosley a rematch right away. You know what I mean? Because, he wanted to show that he wasn't ducking, that it wasn't a fluke. You know what I mean? Then he beat the hell out of him again in a rematch. So, he got a big payday. So he got Shane Mosley on his resume 2 times. Pay-per-view fights, you know what I mean? So
he did it the right way, man. And then the Andrade situation, I feel as though he got to get in there with a Charlo and to get that bigger fight that he wants. And same thing with Charlo, he might have to get in the ring with Andrade to get a big fight. You know what I mean? So that's the only way I can see them getting in the ring with a Canelo or Triple G.
Facts, exactly, man. Charlo and Andrade got to fight each other, man. What's up?
Hey,
well, hold up. Go ahead, JFL.
Yeah, so Winky Wright, he's definitely one of my favorite fighters. Winky Wright, he has a peekaboo style. Unfortunately, we couldn't get that Mayweather bout, which probably would have made both, equally bigger star. I won't put the facts out there because, that's what I do. You know what I mean? Like, when it comes to, I really don't want to touch on that topic because people get, sensitive about it.
Facts. Let's keep the video going.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was gonna say about the person was Spence. You know what I mean? So Spence, I see what you see though. H Money, like he does have us similarities and attributes, but also I have to add on to this though. It's between Spence and Danny Garcia. I'm gonna take a throwback fight, right? Like I said, you can compare Danny Garcia to Cotto, but I'm gonna take uh, Winky Wright and Cotto. You can put that on the back burner real quick. I want to highlight another fight. That's a throwback fight between Medrick Taylor and Julio Silva Chavez. You seen that fight? That's a throwback fight, and I believe Danny Garcia and Spence is going to be something similar to a Taylor and a Chavez, and also for this video purpose, I think it's going to be similar to a Winky Wright and a Cotto.
Facts. Yeah, that was it, man. Shout out to Meldrick Taylor, man, a former Olympic gold medalist. I think he got robbed in that Chavez fight. The referee stopped him. 2 seconds left.
He got knocked out, bro.
Huh?
He got knocked out.
But he got back up. He wasn't out though. He got back up with 2 seconds left. The fight was over, and then they stopped the fight though. You know what I mean? So it was a bad stoppage by Richard Still, man. What about you? You don't think it was a bad stoppage?
I mean, bro, it was a toe-to-toe, blow-for-blow type of fight. They both wasn't backing down. The Taylor has many hands, right? So he was giving Chavez that work, but also Chavez wasn't backing down, and also he got the knockdown, and he also had some good looks too. You know what I'm saying? So they gave it to Chavez, man. But all I'm saying is that's who I compare Danny Garcia and Spence fight to, even though Spence doesn't throw as much as Taylor. But you could also draw comparisons with Taylor and Spence and Winky Wright. So that's how I look at it.
For sure. I respect your opinion. Let's keep it going.
From the big crowd in America and become a big star. Oh, it was like, oh man, finally.
So he just said he became a big star. Let me run that piece back. He became a big star.
Never thinking he would get this shot in front of a big crowd in America and become a big star. Oh, it was like, oh man, finally after all these years, I beat one of the best pound fighters on the planet. Wright gave Mosley an immediate rematch. Mosley getting tattooed by leather and dominated him yet again. And when Winky Wright beat St. Mosley not only once but twice, that sent a message. Hey, anybody that had any doubts about Winky can forget those right now, that he is a legitimate world-class fighter. Wright earned the title as the top 154-pound boxer in the sport, and an opportunity to put his defensive mastery to the ultimate test, fighting the most devastating puncher in the middleweight division, Felix Trinidad. Wright occupied Trinidad early with his head. After the first round, he threw some punches, so I'm saying to myself, well, maybe he ain't throwing them as hard as he could, because this is not the TV I seen that hit people, they just fall out. He busted his nose up, he busted him up. Everything he do, I see it's like it's slow motion. It was slowing down when he threw a punch. It was like, so I could get out the way of it. You got every round. Champ. Came back and he did it, so like, it's over. It's over. Right looks around at the crowd as if to say, do you know me now? Do you know me now?
Beat the hell out of Felix Trinidad, right? He beat the hell out of Trinidad. He came off of three spectacular wins. He beat Shane Mosley 2 times in a row. Then he beat the Puerto Rican superstar Felix Trinidad. So now Winky Wright, bro, this solidified Winky Wright as a Hall of Famer with those wins, for sure.
Start that fight until the bell ended the fight. It was Winky Wright, 1 through 12.
Winky Wright was finally where he always wanted to be, on top of the boxing world, considered one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the sport, and most importantly, in control of his future.
He was considered possibly one of the best fighters in the world, bro, in his era. That's why I'm comparing Errol Spence to him, because Errol Spence is one of the best fighters in boxing right now. Both of these guys were unified champions. Matter of fact, Winky Wright was an undisputed champion at 154. You know what I mean? Errol Spence will be moving to 154 pounds very soon as well.
It had taken him 16 years and 52 fights, and an unflappable belief that this was where he ultimately belonged. Their patience come from going overseas, fighting all them fights, coming here and getting robbed, but still having the patience to tell everybody that what I do, I'm going to be the world champion. And I'm going to be the best at what I do, and I'm going to show it to you.
Facts. Winky got it. He got it out the mud, though, JFL. Winky got it out the mud, bro. Any thoughts on what we just saw right there, my brother, before we get to the next scenes?
Yeah, he got it out the mud, man. And he, had ups and downs in his career, and he so improved. He went international, and you got to put respect on Winky Wright's name, man, because his style is rare to see. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, you think Spence, had favorites Winky Wright style, and he's bringing that back. So I respect that, man.
Facts. Shout out to my brother D Hodges in the chat. Shout out to Coco the Don J4B in the building. DSFG. D Hodges said, "What up to you?" D Hodges said, "What's up to me?" He said, "What up to H Money in the chat?" LDBC salute family. Man, shout out to
the chat, Smoke.
For sure. Hey, I remember you in the chats too, JFL. You used to have another name. Was it JFL Heads? That was like your other YouTube name at one point.
Yeah.
See, I do remember you, and I don't know which chat it was, but I remember that name, JFL Heads, though. You know what I mean?
Listen, I've been seeing the H Money name for a long time, man. So, ironically, now we're on the panel together.
That's what's up, man. God is great, man. Yeah. Shout out to D Hodges, man. Yo, we doing a comparison, Winky Wright and Errol Spence. Winky Wright, bro, one of the best fighters that I've ever seen in my life, bro. Undisputed champion. He fought them all from Fernando Vargas, you know what I'm saying, Harry Simon, Julio Cesar Vasquez, you know what I'm saying? He been in there with Bernard Hopkins, Jermaine Taylor's, Ike Corte, you know what I mean? Fought them all, bro. Jermaine Taylor, of course, you know what I mean? The man been in there with all of them. Former undisputed champion, Ronald Winky Wright, bro. Hell of a fighter. Beat the hell out of Shane Mosley. And he beat the hell out of, you know what I'm saying? He beat the hell out of Felix Trinidad, bro. He beat the dog break. He beat the dog-ish out of Felix Trinidad, bro.
Winky walked into a St. Petersburg gym and first learned how to throw a jab.
Nobody's been able to break this team up, mainly because we formed a bond early on. I mean, a true bond. Hey, Wink. Wink is just the kind of guy that's real. He doesn't live in a fake world. He doesn't give a crap about what other people say. There's been a lot of people who tried to break us up, but it's just not going to happen.
Well, I feel something that ain't broke. You know, I mean, it's been working for us for a long time, man. I'm comfortable around Dan. I trust Dan, and Dan trusts me. 20 years and 53 fights later, Dan and Winky are once again back together, training for their title shot against Jermaine Taylor. And as much as their stature in the sport has changed over the years, their plan has remained the same.
The American public, they want to see blood and guts. They want to see guys go down. They want to see fighters commit and sacrifice themselves. Winky's too smart for that. Winky knows that he can win. He can look good doing it. He might not please everybody. At the end of the day, he's going to make a lot of money, and he's going to be able to think when he's done with his career.
Winky's starting to get to be a middle-aged man, and he's looking for his future after boxing. He's got a year, 2, 3 years left in the sport, and he's not going to be one of those guys who stays around long after he's supposed to be gone. So he's looking at other opportunities. With his recent wins over Shane Mosley and Felix Trinidad, Winky's profile has extended outside of boxing. He signed with Violator Management, the same company that represents 50 Cent and LL Cool J. And now he can be seen in commercials and music videos.
We're definitely reaching out to different endorsements and branding opportunities.
Yeah, he was on all the damn music videos. I remember he was on the G-Unit videos. D Hodges in the building. What up, D Hodges, my brother?
How you doing, sir? I just wanted to come and say hi, man, and come and kick with the panel.
For sure, brother. Thanks for coming to the channel tonight, man. We doing a video talking about Errol Spence. I'm comparing him to a young Winky Wright. Do you see any similarities between Errol Spence and Winky Wright?
Nope, not at all. Errol's more of a monster. Winky Wright wasn't a monster. He just knew how to box you real well. He'll box circles around you, but Errol Spence showed me he can go in there and fight your style and beat the shit out you with your style. I gotta respect Errol. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be Bud. He ain't gonna be Bud though. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Bud's my dog, but I think Errol's more of a dog than Winky Wright, like, because Errol's aggressive. Winky Wright wasn't aggressive; he just was fluid.
Facts. Winky used to walk you down too, though. Like Winky used to always come forward, throw a lot of punches. But I see what you're saying. Earl might be more of a dog than Wink, but Wink, he was a dog too. But I think
I love him. I love him. I swear to God, man, when I watched him in the Trinidad fight, I watched that shit live. I swear to God, I never seen a nigga beat a nigga all 12 rounds with the jab.
Hey, D-Hawk. Hey, D-Hawk.
Get out of Trinidad all night. Trinidad couldn't do nothing about a jab, and that's when Tito was the man.
Hey, D-Hawk.
Yeah, that shit was sad, kind of, a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, JFL, what you say?
I told D-Hawk, Spence, in the boxing style and stance. And do you see Winky right now?
What about you saying the stance, right? The defense and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm talking about, like, we understand Spence's come forward, and he said he's a monster, but you can also see Spence in the boxing stance, like, not really. Let's say Spence not, just on some boxing stance, and when he box, you can see the Winky right. You know what I mean?
But he's a big guy, though. I'm telling you, Spence could fight at 160 if he want to. The nigga walk around at 180.
Yeah, you right, D Hodges. Winky went up to 154 and he went up to 160. Matter of fact, you know what I mean? Remember he fought Jermaine Taylor at 160. He got robbed in that fight against Jermaine Taylor.
He sure did.
Hey,
he sure did.
D Hodges, look, you can see the screen right here. You see what I'm playing? The footage.
Yep.
Okay, what you think about Winky Wright's that high guard defense, like that peekaboo defense? Do you see any similarities in his style and Spence's style? Like as far as that peekaboo defense, I see Spence walking people down with that peekaboo a lot.
That's what he do. Spence keep his two hands up and just walk you down and throw punches. He does this, yeah. But he's like more aggressive with it though. Yeah, and he got a body punch. Winky Wright never knocked niggas out to the body. Spence could catch you with that fucking body blow and put your ass on the ground, Axel Campo and the rest of them. Errol is a fucking mean puncher, dog. I swear to God.
For sure, Earl Spence is, man. I ain't gonna lie. Earl Spence is a killer, bro. You know what I mean? Body, like he's the best body puncher in boxing, I think. It's between Spence and Canelo are the two best body punchers. You know what I mean? Man, Spence is a killer. I even seen Spence street fight with this dude. You ever seen that street fight video when Spence was in the streets and he had was throwing hands with a big ass dude, like a heavyweight. They was throwing body. They was they had a body fight.
And he broke that big guy down. He broke him down with the body blows because he know how to perfectly place him. He when he throw a body blow, he know exactly when to throw it and where to place it. I swear to God. Ocampo felt out the hard way. And dog, he planted it perfectly, dog. I gotta respect Errol, you know what I'm saying? But he gotta get beat by Bud though. I don't care. I'm Bud Crawford all day, but I still do respect Errol though.
For sure. See, I'm comparing fighting styles. Winky Wright in his prime though. Winky Wright was the undisputed champion. He was undisputed at 154 pounds after he beat Shane Mosley twice. And he beat Trinidad. It made him undisputed. So Winky Wright, bro, is one of the best fighters in the world in his era. Right now, currently, Errol Spence is one of the best fighters in boxing. He's a top 5 fighter. So, as me, I'm comparing their styles. Like I see the peekaboo defense. I think Spence is a better body puncher. I think Spence is more explosive. He got more power, but I just think that, they kind of do fight similar. You know what I mean? As far as the defense and how they walk how they walk people down. You know what I mean?
Right. If I had a fantasy fight, I really think Wright will box suckers around Spence. If they fight in his prime, he'll box suckers around Spence. Spence won't know where them punches is coming from. If Winky Wright in his prime, That
So what,
dude,
what I'm saying is, Spence, he's like you said, he's similar to a Winky Wright, just with uh extra attributes with him. So that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? H Money see the same thing. So that makes, Spencer definitely a problem
Hell
for
yeah.
most people.
Spence is a killer. Hey, I ain't
oh,
gonna lie.
yeah, I respect him to death. I love him. I watched every single fight he had. All the ones I could watch. I love him, dog. He's a dog. But back in the day, if he fought Winky Wright, in my opinion, the prime Winky Wright would have boxed circles around Spence. He wouldn't have known. Winky Wright threw punches from all different angles. People didn't know where the fuck them punches was coming from.
Yeah,
So I got Winky. Like Winky versus Errol in the prime. I think Winky will box circles around him.
for sure, man. Spence is a killer. D Hodges, I gotta be honest. I think Spencer beat Crawford. I think Spence is too strong and too big. You know what I mean? Too big, too powerful for Crawford. You know what I mean? I know you like Terrence. I think it's a close fight, but I just think Spence, he's too big for him. To be honest, Crawford came from 135. So why do you think Crawford to beat Spence? What makes you say that?
No, I mean as long as Crawford stay on this box and this switch, he's straight. If that nigga be stupid and want to get in there and do that dog fighting shit, he's a dumb bastard. He's getting slapped. Long as Bud can box, he's good. Don't, because he like this thing where he likes to get into dog fights and get punched too much. And I mean, Errol Spence hit way more harder than Mean Machine. So yeah,
Can I follow up?
Mean Machine don't hit that hard as Errol. So Bud just better outbox him. That's all he could do. Don't try to sit up there and try to trade punches because it's not going to work. Bud's going to sleep.
That's what I think. I think Bud going to go to sleep because even though Bud can box, he can be slick. He does like to stand and bang. Crawford likes to stand and trade shots like he did with Gamboa. I remember Gamboa had rocked Terrence Crawford at lightweight. So this is two different weight classes. At welterweight, Spence is the biggest, strongest welterweight. I just think Spence will be able to walk him down eventually with those body shots. Go ahead, JFL.
Can I follow up on that?
Go ahead.
Now, when it comes to Spence and Crawford, right, that's what I see. Now, like I said before, we never got a Winky Wright versus Cotto, right? Now, I'm comparing Bud Crawford to Sweet Pea. Now we know that Trinidad versus Sweet Pea and how epic fight that was, right? So you gotta look at it like if Crawford is a potential Sweet Pea and Errol Spence is like a Winky Wright, how you see Winky Wright and Sweet Pea in the fight?
You can't compare them because, oh man, shit, Crawford ain't nowhere near no Parnell nigga. I mean, Parnell didn't get hit. Crawford get hit.
What I'm saying is Crawford. I said potential Sweet Pea. I'm saying like if you watch Crawford, you can see so much similarities with Sweet Pea. And Sweet Pea might throw punches and bunches, and he got angles and movements and stuff like that. Like that's why I say Crawford really need to step up his style, even though he a switch hitter. You know what I'm saying? But he still need to step up his style and be more solid with certain areas. You know what I'm saying? If he willing to trade with Spence. So I'm still looking at it like he's not a Sweet Pea, but he's Sweet Pea-ish. You know what I'm saying?
True.
See, I think Sweet Pea was probably a little bit. Well, he was more elusive than Crawford. He was quicker, of course.
Way more elusive.
Yeah. Sweet Pea was more elusive.
But guess what, though? Trinidad was giving Sweet Pea the business, too.
Yeah, but Sweet Pea was older, though, then, though.
No, Sweet Pea was like older on his way out the door.
Nah. Sweet Pea was he kind of was, but he kind of wasn't because Sweet Pea still had the moves. He still had the agility. He still had the elusive. And he also was giving Trinidad some good trades. You know what I'm saying?
he did give Trinidad some problems. He won 12 rounds with Trinidad, even though
Yeah,
Trinidad.
exactly. Yeah.
He
So
won 12 rounds with Trinidad, but he was older. It wasn't the same Sweet Pea, you know that.
I still think it was because he didn't get Sweet Pea out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's Trinidad, and Winky Wright got Trinidad out of here. So if you're gonna say that, then we're gonna say that about Trinidad, right?
Yeah, but I just felt like Sweet Pea in his prime would have beat Trinidad, though. Prime Sweet Pea. I think he would have got Trinidad, man. You know what I mean? He's too good of a boxer. You know what I mean? But
compare that to Spence and Crawford, though.
Spence and Crawford. I am doing a video. I'm comparing Sweet Pea to. I'm comparing Terrence Crawford to Pernell Whitaker. I want to ask D. Hodges, who do you compare Terrence Crawford to, if anybody? If there's any fighter in the past that he reminds you of, or you know what I'm saying? I just want to know your thoughts, because I know you said Sweet Pea. I think JFL says Sweet Pea. I said Sweet Pea as well, but I just think Sweet Pea was more elusive. He was quicker, and Crawford hits harder than Sweet Pea. But what you think? What kind of comparison you got for Crawford? A fighter comparison?
I don't know. The only thing I really give him is that he really switches on a whim. You get punched 2 times to the left, and then he'll switch to the right. You get punched to the right, and then he'll switch back to the left. You really don't know what the fuck he's going to actually do. I know it don't work all the time because he get hit, but like he's a fucking... I forgot the box. I was just watching him yesterday. Oh, I forgot his name, but he was the same way where he could switch. That switch hitting, dog, you don't know where the fuck... You don't know if the right is coming or the left. When you could jab... what's his fucking name? I was watching him.
You talking about Marvin Hagler?
Yep, Marvin. Yep, because he could fucking switch hit like so quick, but Bud does it quicker than he do. Bud can hit you with 3 punches with the right and then go southpaw and hit you 3 with the left. Like, it's hard to prepare for a fighter like that, because you can prepare for orthodox, you can prepare for a southpaw, but it's very hard to prepare for a nigga that can do both.
Thanks.
In my opinion.
So, what you think about Terrence Crawford's resume, though? D. Hodges, his last fight was against Mean Machine, a guy that we never heard of. He has at welterweight. Terrence Crawford has won every fight by knockout. So I got to give him his props. Every fight at welterweight, Terrence Crawford won by knockout. He beat Amir Khan. Amir Khan he's not the best fighter, but Amir Khan is still.
But it don't matter. See, the point about Amir Khan, he was winning every fight and he got knocked out. This Bud, he beat him and made him quit. Nobody outboxed Khan to make that nigga say, I don't want to fight no more. Bud did a Lomachenko. No mas. For real.
He did a Roberto Duran.
Yeah, no, he outboxed the shit out of him, and it was a 6th round, and Amir Khan didn't want to fight no more because he couldn't do nothing. And everybody that beat Khan, they knocked him out, but they was losing. They just happened to catch him with a lucky punch and knocked his ass out because he has like Glass Joe from Mike Tyson's Punch Out. He got the Glass Joe, but like Crawford made him quit.
Hey, but thing is, I gotta follow up on that, man. D. Hodge, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, you still gotta put in context with Danny Garcia and Khan, because Danny Garcia got Khan out of here lesser rounds, and Khan was surviving. So
it don't matter. It's when you make somebody quit. You don't gotta knock a nigga out. I much rather a nigga knock me out than make me quit. Quit is like in boxing. Quit is the worst.
At the same time, though, you could say, okay, Khan quit against Crawford, and Khan with Dan Garcia. It wasn't no outbox lesson with that, so it ain't go past 3 rounds, bro. And Khan was just surviving, and he eventually folded, so he quit twice.
True that. But I'm just saying that one. I mean, he but that wasn't a quit. He got knocked out. It's about when you're still on your feet and you say, I quit. It's not about getting.
Yeah, I see your point. I see your point, though. Respect. H Money, you there?
Yo, yeah,
He,
man.
he went undisputed, dude, before he moved up. He won at 135. He went and wiped out the whole 140 division. And then he went up to 47 and beat the guy that beat Pacquiao. Like, what the fuck more do he gotta do? The guy that beat Pacquiao, he whooped the shit out of him. I forgot his name, but Bud whooped the shit out of him.
Jeff Horn. No, Joe Horn. What's his name? Jeff Horn or Joe Horn? One of them.
Jeff Horn, yep. He whooped the shit out of him. And Pacquiao had problems. So it's like you got to respect his resume a little bit because he only fighting who he can fight. Dog, Danny Garcia's a bitch. He been running since 135. Mikey Garcia been running since 135. Manny Pacquiao been running since 135. Yo, niggas been moving up divisions when it came time to fight him. I swear to God.
I'm gonna have to correct D-Hog when it comes to Danny Garcia, but I'm gonna let you slide on that one. But H Money, I'd like for you to, it'll be interesting to have follow-up videos with Terrence Crawford and Whitaker comparisons, and my request is Danny Garcia comparisons to Cotto, since you did Spence and Winky Wright.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do. Hey, what you think about that comparison though, D Hodges, Danny Garcia and Miguel Cotto? Any similarities do you see between those two?
Nope. Cotto's way better. Punch way harder, more of a dog, and like Cotto's a dog, man. I mean, every fight he had, even when he lost, like even with Margarito with loaded gloves, that nigga still was holding it down. I got Cotto in that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? I just, I gotta, get different opinions. But yeah, man, Danny Garcia, I gotta do a video for Danny Garcia. I'm gonna do a fighter comparison on him. There's a couple of fighters that we comparing Danny Garcia to. A JFL DSFG is a Danny Garcia fan. He's a part of Team Garcia, so I respect his favorite fighter. I respect all fighters, but I just want to say this, man. D Hodges, you got somebody in the chat that actually agrees with you on the Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence situation. Fresh BX in the chat says Spence ain't beating Crawford. Damn, you know what I mean? So you got people riding with you on that. I'm gonna stick with Spence. I just think Spence is too big, man. I'm just thinking Spence is too big, and he's gonna put that pressure on him. Spence is gonna end up, walking him down, and I think Spence will win. But it's a close fight. You know what I mean? It's a fight that we gotta see in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? We gotta see the fight. I know back in the day, D Hodges and JFL, man, fighters, everybody was fighting each other. Sugar Ray Leonard faced Thomas Hearns. De La Hoya, he fought against Felix Trinidad. You know what I mean? Even Pernell Whitaker, he fought against Julio Cesar Chavez, bro. Sugar Ray Leonard fought against Roberto Duran. You know what I mean? Thomas Hearns, he fought against Marvin Hagler. We gotta get these fights, bro. We gotta get these fights, bro. This is what boxing is all about.
Yeah,
we can't get the fights because motherfuckers is trying to take cherry picks and getting knocked the fuck out by the cherry pick. Now we gotta motherfucking wait because now we got a whole new motherfucking champion. Now we gotta wait for the motherfucking rematch, which you should have just fought that motherfucker that had a belt. Like, boxing is disappointing me, and I love boxing, but I'm starting to get aggravated with it. I want to see one undisputed. I don't care what division. It could be strawweight. I just want to see something because motherfuckers is jumping divisions when it comes time for mandatories. Niggas is dropping belts. Niggas is becoming franchise champions. Like, I don't know. I'm 40 years old. I'm not that old, but it's like, where the fuck did all this bullshit come from in boxing? Franchise champion, you don't gotta fight your mandatory. Like, what the fuck type of shit is that? I thought
man.
that's why I beat all these niggas up so I could be your mandatory. But now you don't gotta fight me. Yeah, I don't know. I just the politics and I'm trying to stick it out with it, but it's like I'm starting to get aggravated. I actually find myself watching WWE now.
I want to say this though. I look at every fight based on skill sets. You know what I'm saying? So I got my picks when it comes to Spence and Crawford and Danny Garcia, obviously, but also, I also want to keep in mind, like legends fights that never happened and what could have happened. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still having that aura around those three guys. You know what I'm saying? Like Winky Wright, Kodo, Sweet Pea, Winky Wright, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still kind of like looking at it like that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it like, the new era fighters compared to legend fighters and what they bring to boxing, like in that particular matchup. Because people were saying it's one-sided. That's when the bias come in, and I feel as though it's not really a bias. I mean, it is bias, but it's at the same time you gotta be more realistic in the fight. So unless really serious about skill sets, bro.
Yeah, man, they got to fight, dog. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they got to fight, man. Crawford, he came up from 135. I respect Terrence Crawford. He's a hell of a fighter. Came up, from two different weight classes. He's challenging himself. Crawford is about to turn 34 very soon. You know what I mean? He's 33 now. You know what I mean? He's in his mid-30s. Terrence Crawford, he needs the big fights, bro. Everybody needs the big fights. Errol Spence, he been in there with of course, his biggest fights was against Sean Porter, and Sean Porter beat Kell Brook, of course, Mikey Garcia. You know what I mean? So it's about time these guys fight each other. I want to see it, man. Even those other fights, I want to see Jamal Charlo versus Demetrius Andrade. I want to see those fights. I want to see who else I want to see, dog? Is another fight that we want to see in boxing, bro. What's that other fight? Damn, it's plenty of fights, bro. I want to see Devin Haney in there with Lomachenko. I want to see Devin Haney versus Gervonta Davis. I want to see these big fights, man. You know what I'm saying? It's about time the best fight the best, dog. We had enough of this stuff, man.
All they gotta do is just make Rosario versus fucking Charlo. That's undisputed. That's all the belts. Because Rosario got all the belts. So Charlo Rosario, that's undisputed. That's what I want to see.
I think that I think they don't have a WBO though. I think the WB somebody else got the WBO title. You remember Jaime Munguia had
that's right. I forgot about him. No, I swear to God, because I ain't heard about him in so long. I forgot about him. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, see, but Munguia, to think about look, that WB, it's still a unification bout. It's still a big fight. Charlo versus Rosario. I got Charlo winning that fight. I got
that too.
Oh man,
he's a black man. I don't care.
Oh man.
I go with all black fighters. You can have a record, like I said, you can have a record of 15 and wins and 28 losses. I'm still gonna cheer for you. Gotta cheer for the black man. I know you ain't gonna win, but shit, you'd be amazed at how many times you can bet on it and you win and you get so much money because you win against the odds.
Hey man, I bet on skill sets, man.
Skill sets mean nothing. It's about who can take a punch. In my opinion, boxing is about who can take the punch and who can't.
That's me though. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get me wrong, skill set is a lot, but you can have the best skill set and still get fucking knocked out in the first round.
Yeah, you gotta have it all. You gotta have heart. You gotta have a chin. You gotta have skills. You gotta have a chin, bro. You gotta have heart. You know what I mean? That's what it's about, though, bro. So what would you rather take, skills or power? Me, I'm gonna go with skills. What would y'all take?
I'm going
Skill.
with power like Wilder. Knock everybody the fuck out with one punch. Bam.
Skill.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say
I'm
both.
going with power.
See, hey,
Because you can always get outskilled. You can't do nothing about a nigga's power. A nigga that got power, bam, go to sleep. I don't care how slick you are. If I punch you good enough, you're going night-night. I'm going with power. I'm going with power, in my opinion.
D Hodges, see, if you got that power, you will always have a puncher's chance, bro. So you will always be in a fight with the power. But the thing is, with skills, if you got the skills, you know what I'm saying?
You got an advantage with everything.
See, look, if you got the skills, you know, how would they be able to land the power? You know, if you got the power, but if you don't have the skills to land the punch, how you gonna win? You know what I mean? So it's vice versa, you know what I mean? It's vice versa for real. I remember
Because believe me, Prince Hassim, he has so much skills, but he still got fucking slept by Barrera. Bow, slept. Power. and he had all the skill in the world, but Barrera got that one lucky punch and put his ass fucking night for the night. So
I say both, man.
In my opinion, I'll take power because I got a puncher's chance. You can get outskilled. You can't get outpowered. If you punch way more harder than him, you can take his little punch and punch him so much harder. That's just in my opinion, but like I said, Barrera slapped the fuck out of him. Prince Hassim was moving good that fight, but somehow Barrera caught him with that power. Pow.
It takes skill.
So it don't matter about skill. It's about power.
No, but it takes skills for that power to land.
I feel you, because if you don't know how to land that punch, you know what I'm saying? How you gonna hit your target? But at the end of the day, if that power does land, you can get somebody out of there like Wilder. You know what I mean? You can get somebody out of there, Mike Tyson style. See, the thing is this, man. You know, Floyd Mayweather said that skills wins fights, man. If Floyd Mayweather 50-0, I'm gonna just go with the skills, man. Like Muhammad Ali's skills, he wasn't the biggest puncher, but Ali was able to knock out George Foreman. You know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather, he wasn't the biggest puncher, but he retired 50-0 and he beat everybody. You know what I mean? But I see what D Hodges is saying, man. When you got that punch, when you got that power, you're gonna be in a fight till the bell is over, no matter what.
Because look at Jamal Charlo. He's fucking stopping everybody. Power. He really don't use too much skill. He just punches the shit out the person and they go to sleep.
So I just heard you say
Jamal Charlo. That nigga been sleeping. Jamal Charlo been sleeping everybody.
You said Rosario, right? You said Rosario versus who?
No, not Jamel. Jamel's the smaller brother. I want to see him fight. I'm talking about Jamal, the 161 that knocks everybody the fuck out.
You talking about Jamal?
Jamal, yes, the bigger brother. Yeah, that dude, he fucking got power. Even Canelo, power. I'm telling you, Canelo got skill too, but I'm telling you, you need power. Because if you got no power, you can't keep a nigga off you. You got to be able to punch him hard enough so he'll stay away. Because if he's eating your punches, he going to keep coming forward like, oh, shit. Damn, this nigga punched like a bitch. Oh,
you know what's a good skill for skill fight? I always go back to, which I think it was a great fight, kind of one-sided, damn near outmatched, 10 rounds to 2 maybe. Khan and Devin Alexander, bro. Now that fight in particular, I feel as though Devin Alexander had the skills and he had the power, but he just, relied on his skill set with Khan, which Khan's skill set was more superior, and that went toe to toe. Of trades, but it was you would think that Alexander would use his power and his strength with his uppercuts. That's his signature knockout, but he never uppercut Khan once in that fight. So it was just headshots, head hunting on both sides, and Khan was the superior skill set in that fight.
Yes, but D Hodges do got a point because you do need enough power to keep somebody off of you.
You
Like,
keep a nigga, you gotta keep him away from you. If I can punch you and you keep coming forward, I'm gonna get discouraged. Like I done hit this nigga with the kitchen sink, and this nigga still coming forward. What the fuck? You get discouraged. If you ain't got no power, you better just run and duck and move the whole fight. You gotta have power to keep people off you. If no power, you suck.
D Hodges do got a point because fighters like Paulo Malignaggi, he had a lot of skills, but he had zero power. You know what
Zero power. That nigga was a pillow fist. That nigga, I mean, you can stand there and let him hit you like, damn. What the fuck? Did he just hit me?
He had some skills. See, Paulie was able to win 2 world titles, but he didn't have like power to make him he'd never be a Hall of Famer. See, there's another fighter coming up in the game, D Hodges. I don't know if you familiar with him or JFL by the name of Chris Colbert, Little B-Hop.
Yeah,
Little B-Hop.
Yeah, Little B-Hop got all the skills though, bro. That Little B-Hop, bro, but he ain't got no power like that. I don't know if he gonna develop power because he's still young, but he could box his ass off, bro. And it was another guy by the name of Corey Spinks. Corey Spinks, bro, was an undisputed. He was an undisputed welterweight champion at one point when he beat Mayorga. You know what I'm saying? But Corey Spinks, he didn't have no power either, but he still had skills, though. You know what I mean? That's fighters with no power at all, though. You know what I mean?
Especially if you're fighting a Mexican. I swear to God, if you ain't got no power against a Mexican, you're out getting stopped. I swear to God, them motherfuckers can take like a 5,500 million punches. So you better have power, man. Power is what, I don't get me wrong, you need skill too, because but you can win with just power. All you gotta do is punch him hard enough to make him think about what the fuck he's doing. Oh shit, goddamn. Wow. Now I gotta fucking retrace my steps and set back up again.
Yeah,
you need power.
Those punches.
Because you can have, like I said, you can have all the skill in the world and still lose. All of the skilled fighters still lost.
So you saying that Tevin Farmer he needed more power against his opponent that he lost?
Of course he did. That nigga's a pillow fist. That nigga did nothing. That nigga punched you, nigga. You can stand there like, did he hit me? Like, he has no power, so you can't keep people off you if you don't hurt them. You have to hurt a person. If you don't hurt them with a punch, they're gonna come through, eat your one punch and hit you with 4, because they can eat your power. But now if you got that power, bow. All right, gotta reset and back up. You need power, dude, on dogs.
Right.
Because Ferry is a cheater, but that nigga has no power.
Exactly. He ain't got no power, Tyson Fury.
No power. He has all the skills in the world, but that nigga can't knock out a grape. Real nigga shit, dog. You need power, dog. Boxing is about power. Cause you gotta be strong enough to throw that nigga off you. You gotta be strong enough to grab.
I'm glad that you said the key word power. Because
it's many things. Because you gotta grab people, you gotta keep that nigga off you. Like when he's holding you, you gotta have enough power to push his ass off you. You need power. No power, you in trouble. You better be a good boxer.
Yeah, me personally, I like those boxer punchers. Like, I like people who got skills and they can punch as well. Like, you know what I mean? You ain't got to be the biggest puncher. You know, I like fighters like Andrade, Floyd Mayweather, Devin Haney type of dude.
Like James Toney. That nigga could box. He could box the shit out you and still knock you the fuck out.
Hell yeah, James Toney too. He was Hopkins. Hopkins was like that. Hopkins could knock you out, and Hopkins could outbox the shit out of you as well. So, you know what I mean? I just like those boxer punches. You got to have some skills with it. You know what I mean? Like, people be hating on Wilder so much. Wilder got skills too, bro, because Wilder showed us in that first Stavern fight when he tore his bicep that Wilder could outbox you as well. He used the jab that whole fight, was busting him up. You know what I mean? And won in 12 rounds easily off his jab. You know what I mean?
And people don't see Wilder. People don't see Wilder's setup. He sets you up to walk into the right. Every time he knocked nigga out, he set them up so they could walk right into the right. Walk right into it. Bow, sleeping. Brazil. Walk right into the right. He set it up. Bow. Walk right in. Fury. Set it up and finally caught him. Bow, sleeping.
I like the comparisons, man, because it makes you think, what legend fights, like how they would have turned out, you know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely looking forward for, these fights that's coming up next, man.
Facts.
Because I want the boast. I got good confidence in the boast, nigga. I like him. He got skill and power.
Do you hear about
Triple D
from the UK?
Yeah, Triple D, whatever his name is, Daniel. Yeah, that dude got skill and power. I can call him a boxer puncher because he has power and he can box. That's my next, my up and coming. Because I used to like FA, but after FA's last fight, I'm like, suspect.
Yeah, he's suspect as hell, bro. I gotta be honest. I think he might end up being a hype job, man. You know what I mean? I don't know about a Jogba, bro, but exactly. He's a beast. There's another dude. I want you to check him out. D Hodges. His name is Jared Anderson. I don't know if you ever seen him, but Jared Anderson. He fights for Top Rank. He's managed by Jay Prince. Jay Prince managed him, but man, he's about 20 years old. An American fighter out of he's out of Ohio. He out of Toledo, Ohio. Check him out, bro. You know Andrew Charles who be in the chats with us in the LDBC chats. Andrew Charles, you know what I'm talking about? Andrew Charles will be in the chat with us.
I don't know. There's so many people in the chats. I really don't remember.
One of the brothers, though, he told me about him. He told me about the guy named Jared Anderson. Check him out, though. I'm gonna do a video about him. He's pretty good, bro. He got skills. Like, he a big dude with skills. Only 20 years old. He kind of reminds me of a Luis Ortiz type of fighter, bro. Like Luis Ortiz, bro. Imagine Luis Ortiz if he was younger, bro. Imagine if Luis Ortiz would have came to America when he was young, like. You know what I'm saying? Like 24 or something like that. Luis Ortiz would have been beating the hell out of these dudes, bro.
His name is King Kong for a reason, man.
Hell yeah.
But also, I still like to see a Jabba versus Daniel Dubois, man. That fight needs to happen because if you actually look at it, for me, it looks like a fight that should have happened, which was AJ and Wilder. I compare that to that type of fight, like a Jabba versus Daniel Dubois. That's like a pre-fight to that main event.
Yeah, I think a Jogba might be a hype job, bro, because he got dropped by a bum, bro. It was like a nobody dude just dropped his.
I heard he got back up and won that fight, though.
Yeah, he did. He got back up. But, man, imagine he fighting somebody like Wilder, bro. You getting knocked down by a bum. Imagine somebody like Wilder landing that right, bro. You're going to be knocked out, bro. You fight against one of those elite dudes with power, bro, like a Dubois, one of those cats, bro, they going to knock your head off, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Jabba definitely has skill sets that I see, and he definitely, I say pity pat type puncher, but he need to like really own it, like really sit down on his punches to compete with any power to Daniel Dubois power, because Daniel Dubois power I believe is just natural. Like he could just throw a jab at you and that shit just hurt. You know what I'm saying? But a Jabba, he needs to like set it up for that power to be like force. He can't just throw a jab and you know what I mean, and it hurts you. So he got to really like sit down on his punches more, so in order to compete with a Daniel Dubois, in my opinion.
Dang, Winky Wright was beating the brakes off of Trinidad, bro.
Yeah, I remember that fight, man. And everybody was hurt, but I was
with
like,
a jab. He jabbed him. I mean, I never seen a jab that fucking effective in my life. He jabbed him. Watch, jab.
I remember this fight, man, like yesterday, bro.
Jab. Watch, jab.
But you know what's crazy, though? Hey, you know what's crazy? Like, if you seen Trinidad previous fights, bro, and then look at him on this fight. I mean, not saying that not taking nothing away from Winky Wright, but
Jab,
Trinidad
jab,
used to, take punches, right? Like he take punches and give it straight back. He trades. So that's what I'm saying.
jab,
Like, not taking away nothing
jab,
from Winky because
jab,
he was
jab,
schooling him.
jab. Look,
You know what I mean?
jab. How the fuck
But
you win with a jab? You let a nigga beat you up with a fucking jab. I mean, like I looked at
but
the
he was
punch.
yeah, I
I
remember
looked
this
at
fight
the
like yesterday, man.
He
I
was getting
looked at the I
was
looked at the
I had
punch
mixed
count
feelings,
numbers.
H Money.
was
I had mixed feelings on this fight, man, because I was like, I had mixed feelings on this fight, bro.
he
Because
beat
I love Winky, right? Then I love Trinidad, and it's like,
Jab.
bruh,
yo, to be honest, Trinidad was like my favorite fighter at one point. You know what I mean? But Winky Wright beat the brakes off him, like D Hodges said. You know what I'm saying?
With a jab.
He beat
He don't really know nothing major. He just jabbed the shit out of him. I'm like, wow. Can he get past the jab? Trinidad couldn't.
Yo, Spence got a great jab too. Spence showed me his jab against in that Mikey Garcia fight, dog. Man,
Oh
Spence,
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Spence jab is beautiful. Oh yeah. You gotta have one because you gotta measure. Jab is the measure. You jab them to see how, okay, if I could touch you this close, I can swing harder the next punch because I know I'm gonna hit you. You gotta use your jab. And I'm not even a professional boxer. I ain't no trainer. I ain't no shit. I'm just a person that watch it, and yeah, you need that jab. That jab gets you distance, and then you can know when to throw that punch. Because if I could touch your face with my glove, I can hit you with my other hand. Foul.
you're right. The jab is the most important punch in boxing, bro. That's the first punch they teach you when you become a boxer is the jab, bro. Like we had to say, that's how you measure your opponent. That's how you measure, you know what I'm saying, for your power shots. You know what I mean? That's how you that you measure. That's how you get your accuracy off your jab. And like you said, the distance. You know what I'm saying? You keep somebody at a distance with your jab. Keep them on the outside with your jab. You know what I mean? So Winky had a great jab. You know, that's another similarity between Spence and Winky, though. Both of them southpaws, both of them great jabs, and they both got that peekaboo high guard defense. You know, but Spence is a little bit more explosive. Like I said, like D Hodges said, you know what I mean? Spence is more of a dog, but Winky had dog in him too, bro. Winky can stand toe to toe with Shane Mosley, beating the brakes off of him. You know what I'm saying? And when Winky had beat Trinidad, he beat him with the jab, but he wasn't like he was running and moving around. He was standing right in front of Trinidad with his jab. You know what I mean? Coming forward.
And he beat B-Hop. He beat the brakes off B-Hop.
I think B-Hop got the decision. Would B-Hop got the win, though?
But that was that bullshit, because like that Winky White won that fight. That was a robbery, but you know.
Oh man.
Yeah, they're gonna give it to Bernard though, but that was a robbery because he was piecing Bernard up. Bernard was mostly just holding and hitting. White was hitting with clean combinations, everything else, but for some reason the judge's eyes are blind. So
I mean, I guess I advise people, to recap the B-Hop and Winky fight because Bernard Hopkins' style is not duplicated nowhere. Like it was almost promising that Devin Alexander could have duplicated a Bernard Hopkins style because he had a similar style to B-Hop and Roy Jones and Sugar Ray, one of them guys. But B-Hop, he wasn't nothing to play with, bro. So I understand that Winky Wright had some success, but B-Hop was on his brawler tactics is it was a fair one.
Oh yes, I swear to God, that nigga would slip around and punch you with a low shot without the rough. Yo, he's the dirtiest fighter ever, but it worked. He is, dog. I watched B-Hop. That dude know how to fucking manipulate the referee. He know what side to fucking step on and hit you with a couple of cheap shots. Sometimes it didn't work. He lost, but that fights I watched B-Hop.
No,
that nigga, he'll cuff your arm real quick.
You gotta recap on B-Hop, man, because his skill set is like I said, nobody in boxing has a Bernard Hopkins style, and it's not
Not
dirty.
at all. Nobody
I'm
never
not saying it's
will.
dirty, but I'm saying like he has some moments, but at the same time, he boxed your head off, and he was a brawler. He was like the first, I can say first, but he was like the main brawler, savvy brawler in that ring.
Because he made, I told you, that's why a lot of people adapted his style of dirty fighting.
Now,
Bernard Hopkins is
I
one of the
can't
best.
label, I can't label Bernard Hopkins dirty because he fought a style that was a brawler, and he also was outboxing opponents. So you can say he was dirty like on certain occasions, but label it dirty, like, bruh, that's a reach.
No, but it worked. Shit, he still won. I don't care how you win. Shit, he won at the end of the day. But yeah, he'll hold your arm and hit you. He'll do all type of tactics. But
No, his connect rate accuracy, man, was something else, man. Bernard Hopkins, he was a problem, man.
I think
You can't really figure him out, man.
bro. I think Hopkins is one of the greatest fighters I've ever seen, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He was dirty. He did whatever he had to do, but man, Hopkins has skills too to continue to be a fighter. You know what I'm saying? A champion at 40. Well, he was 50 years old. He was a champion, bro. Like you'll never see anybody be a champion at 50 again, bro. You know what I mean? But look, Winky right here against Shane Mosley. Shane Mosley was pound for pound the best at one point. Winky Wright dominated Shane, bro. Dominated with that peekaboo high guard defense, bro. I love that defense, bro. That's why I like to watch Errol fight, because he got that same little defense, bro. Walk your ass down with that high guard. Everybody does it now, bro. Winky made that defense famous, bro. To walk you down with that shit, he made that thing famous, bro.
Yeah, I can see facts.
Look at the chin. He dropped his hands down, taking Shane Mosley's biggest shots, bro. Shane Mosley was one of the biggest punchers in boxing. I don't like when fighters do that, though. I don't like when the fighters drop their hands down like that, bro, and take shots. Unnecessary shots, you know what I mean?
Man.
Unnecessary shots. But yeah, man, this is Winky Wright highlights against Shane Mosley. Beat Shane Mosley back-to-back fights. Then he beat Felix Trinidad right after that. He had a great run, bro. You know what I mean? But look, I got a question for you. So, is there a fighter in? Well, I think D Hodges dropped out. Where's D at? Let me see if he's back. There he. Oh, damn, D dropped. Yo, D, I'm gonna drop. Okay, all right, D Hodges. Appreciate it, bro. Make sure y'all hit the like button. There go.
Yeah, D.
Appreciate it. Yo, so hey, I got a question for you, JFL. Is there a fighter in boxing now that reminds you of B Hop by any chance?
Only person that could have been the next B Hop was Devin Alexander, man.
What about a fighter like Demetrius Andrade?
Nah.
For real?
There's no one else, bro. Say again?
Who does Demetrius Andrade remind you of? Any fighters?
Throwback fighter?
Yeah, like fighters, you know what I'm saying? Any fighter that he reminds you of.
I would say he has a drunken master-ish style. You know, drunken master, Emmanuel Augustus, almost.
Yeah,
like,
I remember Emmanuel Augustus.
But Augustus, he has like a he's not a peekaboo style. He's like, if he is, man, he's like a Rubik's Cube to that shit. But the way his style was like Sweet Pea, right? So Andrade, he's kind of like unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? I put him in unpredictable lane with unpredictable boxers, man, because he can hit you from all angles, and he accurate, and he can connect, but also, you know, he can also go toe to toe and walk you down. So Andrade is one of those fighters I compare to like Augustus and Sweet Pea, like in that type of lane.
For sure.
Unpredictable, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Andrade, one of the best in boxing right now, man. Any fighters that that you see that remind you of
But nobody's Bernard Hopkins at this moment, bro. Not even close.
For real. Hopkins, one of my favorite fighters of all time, bro. I think Bernard Hopkins is a top 5 fighter in boxing.
That's why I didn't understand why would Roy Jones grab Devin Alexander. Like I'm looking at Bernard Hopkins sideways, like bro, like you see Devin Alexander, bro. You seen when he came in the mix. You seen when he come up on the rise, and he was faster, quicker, had the knockout ratio crazy with the uppercut, and he used uppercuts, bro. You know what I'm saying? And uppercuts is like the rare thing to use compared to a jab. You know what I'm saying? You use jabs all night, but the uppercut, that was his signature. That's why I'm like, Bernard Hopkins got the same type of similar style with the uppercuts, bro. Like he catch you with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, B, why you didn't grab Devin Alexander, bro? Like shout out to Roy Jones, but that wasn't the right trainer. You know what I'm saying? Like Roy Jones should train like a Devin Haney, bro.
Yeah, I think he did.
You
Roy
feel
Jones
me?
did train Devin Haney for a little bit. Devin Haney worked with a lot of guys. Like he worked with Floyd Mayweather Sr., Roger Mayweather. He worked with Roy Jones. Now he working with Floyd. Devin Haney goes to everybody and learn, bro. That's what I like
Yeah, yeah,
about him.
that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. But I feel as though Floyd Mayweather training Haney. That's okay. But I think to me personally, I think Haney should really lean towards the Roy Jones as a trainer. I mean, but Floyd is an excellent trainer, bro. Like he's an excellent fighter, and he's going to be an excellent trainer. So that's just Mayweather history. Like you know what I mean. So like you said, it was in his blood, right? And so Mayweather that's his new era expertise, and he's been doing that for a while too. Like that's nothing new. But I feel as though Roy Jones would be more suitable for Haney, and like Devin Alexander should be more suitable for a B Hop.
Yeah, see, the thing with Roy Jones for me is this: like, man, Roy Jones was good, but Floyd is like his defense. With Floyd Mayweather, it's about defense, defense, defense. That's why I'd rather have Floyd train Devin Haney, bro. We got to tighten up that defense, bro. You know what I mean? It's about
I like what you just said right there, but also keep in mind though, Floyd wasn't just a defensive fighter; he was offensive and defense. You know what I'm saying? Equally, like
yeah, you're
50
right.
50.
You're right.
So I feel as though, like you said, Devin Haney need to tighten up. And this is another thing too, man. Like I know people are making conscious about Mayweather and Tank. You know what I'm saying? But I look at it like that could be a compliment. You know what I mean? In the sense of making the fight better than what it could be now. You know what I'm saying? So, because that's in the making. So Tank felt some type of way that could be justifiable. You know what I'm saying? And Haney has history with Floyd. That's justifiable. You know what I'm saying? So it's just making that fight even bigger. You know what I'm saying? And that would put Tank on his A game, Haney on his A game, and whenever they end up in the ring, it's gonna be explosive, man.
Facts. Yo, I'm right now. I got on the screen Winky Wright, his famous high guard peekaboo defense, bro. This is the same defense that Errol Spence uses. You know what I mean? Errol Spence is known for that high guard deep, and Winky Wright is the inventor of the high guard peekaboo defense, bro. He made it famous. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of fighters now that they use this type of defense, but Winky is the one that made it famous, bro. And this is what I see in Errol Spence, very similar, and they both got great jabs. But what I want to show you guys on the screen is Errol Spence getting into a street fight, bro. King Mitch, I'm going to put some comments up here from the people. King Mitch says Winky Wright was the truth. Many fighters didn't want to fight him, including Oscar De La Hoya. It's true, man. He was getting ducked for a long time, bro. Winky Wright, another comment from King Mitch. Winky Wright beat Jermaine Taylor. He was cheated in my book. I agree with you. Yo, King Mitch be spinning that ish, bro. Yo, what up, Lex? Lex, what's good? You know what I mean? J-Rock, King Mitch. J-Rock has a little bit of Bernard Hopkins in his style. Must be that Philly in him. Not as crafty and durable as B-Hop, but not bad for a poor man's version. Man, that's a good comment, but man, he ain't got the chin as B-Hop. That's for damn sure.
Oh man.
Man, he got.
But look though. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just saying he got knocked out, dog.
No, man. Only person that was promising, but I don't know what happened, man. Like you read his comments, man, in his comment section, bro. It's sad, man. Like Devin Alexander, bro. Like he don't get enough credit. Like you actually watch all his fights, bro. he was the next Sugar Ray with a Bernard Hopkins and one, bro. No real rap, bro. Yeah, man. But I
He
don't know
was
what
good
happened,
though,
bro.
but man, he got beat. I remember, man, he got beat by who his name? What's the dude name that smashed him up? Yeah, Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley busted him up, man.
Timothy Bradley, that most likely was a headbutt fight.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Timothy Bradley used to use his head. You right. You got a point.
Man, if I think that's probably why he's off, man. He's taking so many headbutts and shit, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, but the thing is, Devin Alexander, man, like he got movements and stuff like that, head movements, but he just be taking certain shots he shouldn't be taking. But the headbutts, I think this has something to do with uh Devin Alexander going downhill. That's my opinion.
Let me show y'all this street fight. Errol Spence was in a street fight with a big ass dude. Errol Spence got hands for real though. I ain't gonna cap, bro. In the streets.
Hey yo, remember? I think there was a game though. Remember that? There was a game though. We used to do that all the time. Like
yeah, they used to call that body when people used to fight like that. Used to call it body. Man. But look, dude is way bigger than Spence. Dude is a heavyweight. This dude about 250 pounds. Errol Spence going toe to toe with this big ass dude.
Yo, so you can't shoot him out the hole. Oh, yeah, that way. Yeah.
Oh, we backed that big ass dude up. Oh shit. He ran like a bitch. Hey, look. Hey, JFL, look. Errol Spence, bro. He love to fight, dog. That show you this dude. He'd be a good street fighter, bro. Errol Spence would be a great street fighter, bro.
I get you. You right. That's true.
Hell yeah. Look at him, dog. Throwing hands with a big ass dude in the streets. That show you the dude love fighting. You know what I mean? He doesn't even have to fight in the ring. He'll fight you in the streets. That shit crazy though. Standing and banging with a big ass dude. Errol Spence beating the brakes off this big ass dude, bro. He got the techniques for sure. Spence knows how to block. The dude didn't know how to block. See, he landing that right hand to the body. He was done. Hit him with another one. Dude start running. You know what I mean? We'll play one more time with the value for the people. Dang, Errol Spence beat the hell out that dude, bro. Errol Spence beat the hell out that dude, bro. You know what I mean? Dang, look, the dude got breaking news. They said Andre with the breaking news. Andre says, yo, H, I got some breaking news. You know what I'm saying? John Jones just announced he's dropping his light heavyweight title because he's getting underpaid. UFC fighters been getting underpaid, bro. That ain't nothing new. They been underpaying people for years, bro. You know what I'm saying? D. Hodges says, I'm only 140 pounds. I didn't play them games like open chess. You know what I'm saying? He said, let her be, etc. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I remember we used to do that. He said, open chess, let her be. That old school for sure. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. I went body a couple of times, bro. We used to do that in LA. I'm originally from LA. We used to go body, man. Just the homies, we used to go body, man. You know what I mean? A lot of, you know what I'm saying? That's just how we used to, practice fighting and just, you know what I'm saying, work on our hands and stuff. You know what I mean? I wasn't big on the body thing. That wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go body every day. It was a few little squabbles I had, you know what I mean, back in the day when I was a youngin, just throwing hands and stuff. But Key Mitch says Tank versus Haney will most likely never happen. I see Haney moving up soon. Not sure Tank can go past 140 with his small size. He said, I see Haney going as far as 160 someday. Yeah, Devin Haney going to be an all-time great, bro. He's dedicated. See, Gervonta Davis, you know what I'm saying? He's not really dedicated to the sport like that. So it's going to be hard for him to stay in them small weight classes, bro. Because
oh, my bad. Let me cut you off. Go ahead. No, I didn't cut you off. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was just saying Gervonta Davis is not dedicated to the sport like that. So you see him blowing up in weight. So it's going to be hard for Gervonta to stay at 130. It's going to be hard for Gervonta to stay at 135 like Adrian Broner. See, Broner was naturally a lightweight, but he was a blown up lightweight. He couldn't keep his weight down, so Broner had to go to 147. Broner had to go to 140. You know what I mean? But his real weight is 135 pounds, bro. And now you guys see Adrian Broner talking about he wants to go back to 135 now. He should have been at 135, but the man wasn't dedicated. But go ahead, JFL.
Yeah, honestly, I think he should stay at 147, Adrian Broner. And also, I think that Haney and Tank, they both can move up. You know what I'm saying? I don't see either one just moving up and the other one don't move up. I can see possible of both those type of guys moving up. You know what I'm saying? To like a 147 division. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, for sure. I see Brother Boxing Talk says Devin Alexander is underrated fight, little bit overrated. You know what I'm saying? Devin Alexander was good though when he first came, man, when he was undefeated. But he, Timothy Bradley fought him kind of dirty. He was kind of small. I think he was at 140, 147, but he was like a smaller guy though. He was short and stuff, you know what I mean? So he was a good fighter though. Devin Alexander can box. He was good. He was trained by Kevin Cunningham out of St. Louis, who trained Corey Spinks, you know what I mean, out of St. Louis, bro. So shout outs to Kevin Cunningham, bro. Shout outs to Devin Alexander and them. You know what I mean? I see Andre says Gervonta Davis got so much potential. Yeah, man. 22 wins, 21 knockouts. But you got to take care of your body, man. Y'all remember Zab Judah, bro. Zab Judah he was a great talent. Zab Judah was a hell of a fighter. But could Zab Judah stay, was he dedicated to his sport? No, he wasn't. Zab Judah was drinking out, hanging in the clubs. You know what I mean? He hurt his body. That's why Zab Judah used to run out of gas all the time, bro. You know what I mean?
I don't think it was. I mean, that has something to do with it too. But I think Judah, he just like you said, discipline. But in the ring, though, you know what I'm saying? Like the way he fights, he give you a good fight. But then when you catch him with some good shots, man, then that's when he start folding and get off track, and he don't get he. It's like you can see the difference when it came to Mayweather and Zab Judah, right? Mayweather had more superior discipline in the ring. Even if you caught Mayweather with a good shot, he's not gonna go left with it. You know what I'm saying? Like every fight, Judah goes left with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he be disciplined in the fights and he be training. So whatever he did outside the ring, that's cool. Drinking and all that stuff, I mean, that's not cool, but that's what he do. But in the ring, he do give a good fights. It's just once you catch him, that's when he folds.
Yeah, he couldn't take a punch like that. I mean, he couldn't take body shots like that either. Zab couldn't really take punishment like that. But I think if Zab wasn't drinking, hanging out in clubs like that, he was busy in rap videos and stuff, hanging with the wrong crowd. If Zab was dedicated, bro, Zab could have been all-time great. We see Zab.
You heard what Zab Judah said, though, when it came to Mayweather. He like, bro, Mayweather do this shit for real. Like, he trains for real. His mindset is like on a whole nother level when it comes to this boxing. That's why I'm like, to me, man, Mayweather set the gold standard of boxing, man. He did everything right, bro, and he's hard work, dedication to the sport. That's something that Judah, if he had a little bit of that of Mayweather mindset, that fight probably would have been a draw. Only draw I could see on Mayweather resume is probably with a Judah. If Judah would have had that's somewhat of a mindset like that. But Mayweather's 50-0, and he's the GOAT.
Yeah, he's the GOAT for sure, man. Y'all get them likes up, man. Let's get these likes up, man. Everybody hit the like button. You know what I mean? But yeah, Zab was good, man. If Zab just was a little bit more dedicated, dog, Zab could have been an all-time great. You know what I mean? But he couldn't take a punch like that, though. You're right. He couldn't take a punch.
That's the only thing. Like, once you catch him, he folds, and then he resort. Like, he trade with you, but then when you catch him, then that's when he's on his bike. But when it comes to Devin Tank Davis, like, I hear the narrative of him not being disciplined. I kind of go against that because he only had one fight that was a weight issue, and people blowing that out of proportion. You know what I'm saying?
I think he missed weight like 3 times, bro.
You sure it was 3 times, bro? Because from what I know, I think it was like 1 time, and he got fined for it, and then it wasn't that much of a weight difference off. It was like 2 pounds over, 3 pounds over. But guess what? When he fought Gamboa, he was 5 pounds over, but he made weight. So I'm like, people were throwing this weight thing around with Tank is kind of getting far. It's kind of like reaching at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because you know he's not going to try to get another fine. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, you got to put it in context. He was just coming in, you know, into the boxing situation. You know what I'm saying? And then making weight. Like he had to, you know, he was training for that fight. He's trying to make weight. You know what I'm saying? But he was only like 2 pounds off, bro. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even a big gap. You know what I'm saying? Compared to a Wilder and Fury, wild as weight gap. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. I mean, we heavyweights though, but I'm saying like, and that weight class he in, I think they kind of over exaggerating his weight thing with what comes to Tank.
I feel you. I respect your opinion. You know what I mean? King Mitch says, don't get it twisted. I think Tank will be great. He's on his path. He's already one of the main attractions, one of the star attractions. It's not often that our people come out and support fighters. You know what I'm saying? We show up for Tank. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. I called a Tank Davis fight. Man, I got the most views I ever had on a Tank Davis fight. I got about 32,000 views on a Gervonta Davis fight. You know what I mean? A live fight chat, him and Gamboa. So I got my most views on Tank. So on this channel, bro, Tank is the man, bro. Tank gave me 32,000 views, bro. So shout outs to Tank, man. D Hodges in the chat, he says Gamboa did well with a bad ankle. I think he had an ankle or Achilles injury. I think he had a torn Achilles tendon or something like that. D Hodges says he said Floyd Mayweather lost to Castillo.
Nah, bro, negative, bro. Come on, man.
Hey, I don't think so, D. I respect your opinion. You know what I mean? Everybody's opinion means something on this channel, but I have Floyd Mayweather winning both of those fights, just to be honest. And Floyd gave him an immediate rematch. So it wasn't like Floyd ducked the fade. Floyd didn't duck the rematch. Floyd gave him an immediate rematch because people said, yo, Floyd, we think you lost. So Floyd said, run it back. You know what I mean? But I respect everybody's opinion.
And guess what, Ace Money?
Go ahead. Go for it.
Mayweather gave rematches to the most riskier fights where he could have ended up getting robbed or outright, you know what I'm saying, like injured. And he fought cheaters twice. And he outboxed them twice.
Yeah, and Gamboa. Remember, he fought Gamboa. No, not Gamboa, but Maidana. Remember, he gave Maidana an immediate rematch, bro. And Maidana was fighting dirty like crazy, bro. And Floyd gave him an immediate rematch.
Yeah, man, and those were the riskier fights. So you got to tip your head off to Mayweather for doing that. He gave rematches to those cheaters and outboxed them twice.
Facts. King Mitch says Diego Corrales, rest in peace, Diego Corrales, damn near put Castillo in a body bag. LOL, great fight though. Castillo had hurt him first though. Yeah, he did, man. Diego Corrales, man, was in some wars, bro. I remember when Floyd Mayweather stopped Diego, man. He knocked him down like 6 times in that fight. Floyd Mayweather, bro, is an all-time great. For me, my top 5 fighters of all time, to me, my top 5. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear your top 5 after me, JFL. I got, not in order. This is not in order, but these are my 5 greatest fighters. Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Roberto Duran, Floyd Mayweather, and Bernard Hopkins. Those are my 5 greatest fighters of all time. What about you, JFL?
In this era,
Just period, all time.
Mayweather. And then Garcia.
Yeah, Mayweather might be the greatest of all time for sure because he fought
I've heard of
everybody.
Mayweather before.
Hey, you know what's crazy too, bro?
What's up? Talk to
When
me.
it comes to Mayweather, now this the thing, right? This how you know Mayweather is something special, man. And people just gotta acknowledge it, bro. And he's still decades ahead of his time, even at his age right now. Even a slow down version of a Mayweather is still decades ahead of most fighters today. You know what I'm saying? So I was gonna do like a tournament since people like to avoid certain tournaments when it comes to Mayweather. I like to have a Mayweather tournament sometime, for fun. You could be on the weekend with H Money. You know what I'm saying? We have it here if you want. I'm just putting it out there. Let's compare Mayweather, in a tournament with old school and a new school and see who comes out the winner on top. I guarantee you it's Mayweather.
Facts. Yeah, hey man, Mayweather, bro, fought them all. Canelo, we beat Canelo, bro. Floyd was about 37 years old, and he fought Canelo, a young lion, gave him a boxing lesson. Floyd Mayweather beat, Manny Pacquiao, Diego Corrales. Floyd Mayweather beat Zab Judah, Miguel Cotto's, you know what I'm saying? Shane Mosley's. He beat them all, bro. You know what I'm saying? He beat everybody, bro, you can think of. DeMarcus Chop Chop Corley. Floyd Mayweather beat, Sean Bay Mitchell. He beat everybody, bro. You talking about the greatest. He fought everybody. Never Arturo Gatti. He knocked out Arturo Gatti, bro. Floyd Mayweather, bro, possibly the greatest fighter that ever lived. 50-0 undefeated. And he took the less punishment. And he made the most money. He took the less punishment in boxing. And he made the most money, dog. Come on, bro.
And he did it offense and defense.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Offense and defense. Hell yeah, bro. Hey, man, make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Everybody get them likes up for me. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, shout out to my boy Jesus Hernandez, my brother. He says, Chico, bouts were awesome. He talking about Diego Corrales. Rest in peace, man. Diego was a soldier, bro. You know what I'm saying? We love Diego, man. We'll never forget Diego on this channel. You know what I mean? Will we ever see a fighter like Diego Corrales? Will there ever be another Diego Corrales? It's going to be hard, bro. He was tall, especially at the lightweight division. He was about 6'2" at lightweight, bro. You know what I mean? Tall as hell. My boy Ringside Boxing, what it do? J4B Movement. Ringside Boxing says, sub bro H Money. What's up with it, Ringside? Jesus Hernandez, King Mitch, dropping them jewels in the chat. King Mitch says, why people act like Gamboa didn't hurt his leg as a result of getting punched in his ish. You know what I'm saying? Not like he came in injured. Yeah, you're right. I don't know how he got injured, but he sure did get injured, bro. You know what I'm saying? King Mitch, Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Winky Wright, and Andre Ward. That's his top 5. Dang, what about Sugar Ray Robinson, King Mitch? What about Muhammad Ali? You ain't got Muhammad Ali or Sugar Ray Robinson, bro. Come on, bro. Andre Ward was a hell of a fighter too, though. What you think about Andre Ward, JFL? Where you rank him? Like, how good was he?
I'm not pretty much a fan of Andre Ward. I think he's a good fighter, but to me he's like more overrated. And then I wouldn't have him on my list at top 5 because he's trying to put Andre Ward over Mayweather, and that's disrespect.
Yeah, Andre Ward was good. He was the last male Olympic gold medalist we had from America. He's the last male American boxer to win the gold medal. So, man, shout out to Andre Ward. He retired undefeated as well. I didn't like the fact that Andre Ward retired early, though, bro. It was plenty of big fights for Andre Ward, man.
Yeah, and that's another thing, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he kind of, got undefeated, whatever, but at the same time, like, he good, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't. To me, he could have stepped it up more before he actually retired. But I guess he was at his peak, I guess, and he went out like that. So you can't take nothing from him because that's what he did. That's what he accomplished. But I guess he still could have stayed around a few more years, man.
Shout out to my boy D Hodges. He says Roy Jones, Marvin Hagler, Prince Nassim Hamed, Deontay Wilder, and Muhammad Ali is his top 5. I like the top 5. You know what I mean? I don't know about Prince Nassim. No, Prince was good, but man, after what Barrera did to him, D Hodges, man, he disappeared, bro. Barrera beat that man into retirement. Shout out to my brother, strapped up Sammy in the building. What up, Strap? Yo, Strap, give me your top 5 fighters of all time. Your 5 greatest fighters of all time, strapped up, Sammy. You know what I mean? Wilder is good too, bro. You know what I mean? What about Sugar Ray Robinson, though, D Hodges? Sugar Ray Robinson. Hey, strapped up Sammy says Andre Ward versus Canelo would have been nice. You right, bro. That would have been a great fight. I think Canelo called out Andre Ward or something like that. I think Andre Ward would have beat Canelo, dog. To be honest, who you think would have won that fight, Canelo or Andre Ward?
Oh, you asking me?
Yeah.
Andre Ward, Canelo.
Keep it real though.
I think early Canelo, Ward probably would have more success, but he got certain tactics that might make him win that fight. But if we take a more experienced Canelo who's taking notes from a Mayweather situation, then I got Canelo for the knockout.
Damn. So you got Canelo, huh? To beat Andre Ward if they fought.
No, I'm talking about 2 different versions though, like younger version, like
Prime, not younger version, just Prime versus Prime.
No, I got Ward winning, but then also got Canelo winning. It depends on what version we get. Like, but Prime for Prime, it's kind of hard to say, man, because Canelo was a knockout artist, right? So I guess if he catch Ward, I think he will hurt Ward, but at the same time, Ward has a certain tactics when he fights. So I might give it to Ward on one hand, I might give it to Canelo on another hand. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. King Mitch says, I don't speak on fighters I didn't see. Those guys make the greatest list, but not my favorite list. I'm going to go back to your list, King Mitch. I'm going to go check it out. Strapped up Sammy says, Mayorga. Hey, he loved Ricardo Mayorga. Hey, Sammy, you remember I did that video? I was comparing Jaime Munguia to Mayorga. Yo, out of all my comparisons, that video got the most views. That shit got past like 400 views. That was like out of my comparison video, that Mayorga video did the most views. No cap. Shout out to Strapped Up Sammy, man.
Hey, Money, I got a question for you, though.
Come on with it.
Andre Ward and Andretti.
Damn, that's a good one. I got Andre Ward, dog. I got Andre Ward, bro. I think Andre Ward was bigger though.
We talking about earlier Andrade, bro.
I gotta go with Andre Ward, bro. Andre Ward was undefeated. It's gonna be hard for me to go against Andre Ward. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Andre Ward was a killer, bro. That man, Andre Ward was a beast.
But Andrade, early Andrade, bro.
Andrade is good. I love
Andrade. I ain't talking about the dreads Andrade. I'm talking about fresh cut Andrade, bro.
With the waves, huh?
You heard me?
Yeah, I gotta go with Ward, bro. I got Ward, bro. It's gonna be hard for me. The only people I can see beating Ward is probably like the Roy Joneses or like Hopkins and them. But other than that, like at middleweight, I don't really see anybody beating Andre Ward, to be honest, bro. Andre Ward had too much, but he did get dropped by Kovalev too, though. So, yeah, I mean, he came back and won. Kovalev fought him good in the first fight, but Andre Ward made his adjustments like great fighters do, bro. Andre Ward showed us hard he can get up. He can get knocked down, get back up, and win the fight, bro. I love Andre Ward. It's gonna be hard.
Okay, Andre Ward and Mayweather. Who you got?
I think Ward too big though. That's gonna be. I don't think that'll be fair fight.
Mayweather.
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 Mayweather. I remember Triple G had ducked Andre Ward too. Triple G had ducked that fight. And Triple G, bro, he ain't want nothing to do with Andre Ward back in the day. Ward was calling him out. He was on his ass. D Hodges says he got Andre Ward over Canelo. Yo, I want everybody in the chat. D Hodges made his pick. I want everybody in the chat. Who you guys got, Canelo or Andre Ward? If you got Andre Ward, put Ward. If you got Canelo, type in Canelo. I got Andre Ward, bro. You know what I mean? I got Ward over Canelo. I'm gonna go with Ward. I typed in who I got. You know what I mean? I think JFL got Canelo, didn't it?
No, I got both.
Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Now I can look though, like, cause I can't, like, cause you know Canelo, like, bro, I'm talking about the way Canelo was like doing Mayweather style, but we talking about that Mayweather Canelo.
Nah, because he was too young. I'm talking about Canelo like now. Canelo, the best Canelo, brother. The Canelo knocked out Kovalev. That Canelo.
Kovalev, I'd rather go fight before that. You know what I'm saying? Before Kovalev, because
who talking about Danny Jacobs?
No, yeah, I'm talking about around that era. You know what I'm saying? Because that Kovalev fight, Canelo, to me, that wasn't his weight, bro. Like, it was something off about Canelo in that fight. He wasn't mobile enough. He was taking forever just get him out of here. It took him 12 rounds to do something he should have did in the third, fourth round. I'm like, come on, Canelo. Like, but previous Canelo before Kovalev, I'm gonna have to go Canelo on that one, bro.
Facts. He got Canelo, so 1-1. You know what I'm saying? Look, my boy Jesus Hernandez, his top 5 fighters of all time. He got Julio Cesar Chavez, Roy Jones Jr., Pretty Boy Floyd, Mike Tyson, and Muhammad Ali. That's a good list.
But I also got Ward on an earlier Canelo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, it's not fair. The earlier Canelo won't be fair because he was too young. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, you can't give him no passes because he's young. Like, nah, Canelo getting that ring with Ward during that time. Ward would have walked out the window on that one. You know what I'm saying?
All right, facts. King Mitch says Canelo was at 154 pounds when Andre Ward was still around. Triple G is who Ward wanted, but Triple G was shook, and that's a fact. Triple G still at 160 to this day. He hasn't even moved up yet, man. Great fighters move up in weight, bro. Great fighters move up in weight. That's why I can't wait for Errol Spence to move up to 154, go to 160. You know, but this is what I want. I want Spence to fight Terrence Crawford. Matter of fact, I want Spence 3 more fights for Errol Spence at welterweight. 3 more fights. You know what I mean? Possibly Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Then he fights Manny Pacquiao. Then he fights Terrence Crawford. Then I want to see Errol Spence move up to 154. You know what I'm saying? But he said Triple G is who Ward wanted, but Triple G was shook. Yeah, Triple G ducked Andre Ward. My boy Strapped Up Sammy says Reps and Saul versus Andre Ward equals Saul split decision. Damn. Dang. So Sammy got Canelo. Damn. That's crazy, bro. So 2 for Canelo, bro. 2 for Canelo only. 2 for Canelo, 2 for Andre Ward. Me and D Hodges got Andre Ward. JFL and Strapped Up Sammy with Canelo. Key Mitch says Mayorga became one of my favorites when he slapped Shane Mosley.
I got both, man. Keep saying I got Canelo.
Remember when he smacked Shane Mosley girl's ass? He lit that bogey after whooping Vernon Forrest. He did. I remember. He was crazy, bro. Now, he was a gang leader in Nicaragua. He was, for sure. You know what I mean? Strapped Up Sammy says B-Hop, Bernard Hopkins versus Andre Ward. I got to go with B-Hop.
Oh, man.
I got B-Hop, bro. Prime.
Oh, man. That's
a good fight, but I say split decision, but I got Bernard Hopkins, bro. Hopkins was too much of a dog, bro. Well, Andre Ward is a dog, too, though. I think Hopkins got a better chin as well, bro. You know what I mean? Hopkins got better wins. Hopkins is the man. I got to go with Hopkins, bro. I love Andre Ward. He was one of my favorites, but I got
B-Hop would be dramatic, yo. He would catch Ward in so much shit, bro. B-Hop would be drawing. He would be dramatic, bro. He'd be like, yo, you gonna make Ward look bad in that ring, bro.
Exactly. He'll make him look bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Hernandez said he got both of them. He got
LOL.
He feel me when I say Canelo and Ward, bro. I got both of them.
facts. You know what I mean? Strapped up Sammy says the juicy Canelo, the bigger Canelo, bro. Or the juiced up Canelo, the one that was on the juice. You never know.
So the chat smoke is starting now. Okay.
King Mitch says, he says, gotta remember Ward was not really a 175 pounder, had to move up because Triple G was ducking at 168. Yeah, he had to move up eventually. He started off at 168 pounds. You know what I'm saying? He started off at 168 pounds. Like I said, the great fighters always move up in weight and challenge themselves. And Andre Ward did challenge himself. He moved up and he fought Kovalev when Kovalev was undefeated, bro. Kovalev was a boogeyman at one point. You know, King Mitch says, Ward over Canelo all day. If Ward came back right now, he'll beat Canelo. Give him 2 to 3 fights back, and he washes Canelo.
No.
You never know. Andre Ward is older now. He's about 36 or something like that, bro.
You think that's possible? You think that's possible? Mike Tyson coming back, so why not Ward?
Yeah, Ward should have never retired in the first place, dog. He should. It was a lot of big fights for him, bro. He should have stayed in boxing.
Mike Tyson understand he's coming back.
Mike Tyson need to stay where he at, bro. Retired.
Mike Tyson.
Stay retired.
You see the way he moving, bro? He moving like, bro. Mike Tyson is moving mobile, bro.
Yeah, he's in good shape. You know, he does smoke a lot though, but he's in good shape, bro. You know what I mean? He just like one of those physical man, I don't know, bro. It's hard to say, bro. He's like
that's a natural ability Mike Tyson got, man, to move like that, bro. 53 Mike Tyson moving like that, bro.
He's a freak of nature. I can't even lie, man. Mike Tyson is a freak of nature, bro.
That's DNA, man. It's in my DNA. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, man. Y'all hit the like button. Let's get these likes up. D Hodges says Andre Ward all day over. Oh, you got Andre Ward over Bernard? I think that's what he's saying. Yeah, he's picking Andre Ward over Bernard.
There might be a trilogy.
Hey, Andre Ward was dirty as well, too, though. Andre Ward would headbutt you, too, though, Sammy. Let me see Sammy's comment real quick. Strapped up, Sammy says, B-Hop would headbutt Andre Ward and work that cut on that light skin. Yeah, but Andre Ward was headbutting, too. They going to headbutt each other, bro. Andre Ward, they was calling him a dirty fighter with them. They was saying Andre Ward hit Kovalev with low blows.
Headbutt brothers.
Yeah, headbutt brothers. They said Andre Ward was the next Bernard Hopkins at one point. You know what I mean? Because they both was like real slimy in the ring. You know,
but listen, if you do a stream, right, and you just put it could be another future stream, bro. Just keep in mind, B-Hop and Ward. B-Hop was far less dirty than Ward, bro.
That's a good one right there. So JFL, you know what I'm saying? He says that Andre Ward was more of a dirty fighter than Bernard Hopkins. You know, both of these fighters they said was dirty. Hopkins and Andre Ward. You know, they both said both of these guys were dirty fighters. You know what I mean? Even against Andre Ward against what's his name? Mikhail Kessler. I remember Kessler was saying Andre Ward is a dirty fighter.
No, B-Hop, he's an accurate brawler, savvy boxer, and he accurate, bro. He don't intentionally do dirty tactics. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. There's a difference between intentionally, you know what I'm saying, and B-Hop, bro. People got recap on B-Hop, bro. Because I think they labeled, you know, a dirty fighter. Like B-Hop was dirty, but he's like a clean dirty fighter. Like he brawled with you to make it dirty, but he's clean. He's not intentional. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Ward was like more of an intentional. Like you see what he like intentional, bro.
Yo, I love to watch though. I love to watch a Bernard Hopkins fight though, man, because he was so crafty. Like
I think people forgetting. I think people got like amnesia when it comes to B-Hop. Like they just say dirty fighter. Nah, bro. Like B-Hop was far from dirty, bro. He was dirty, but not the dirty in the way they trying to say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Bernard Hopkins had all the tricks, man. I love to watch Hopkins fight, bro. I love watching Hopkins, bro.
Nothing against Ward though, but that's how I see it, bro. And you know, yeah, ain't nobody got his style, man. Alexander should have been the one to do it, but I guess he retiring now. So
Facts. Yo, King Mitch says you can buy a mansion and 20 acres in Nicaragua for $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. It's poor out there for sure, bro. King Mitch says Ward fought Kovalev when he was the crusher. Yeah, man, I remember that's when Kovalev just beat Bernard Hopkins. Well, Hopkins was older though, but he did just beat Hopkins then. Strapped up Sammy says Tyson is taking testosterone, which would not be allowed. Remember the last time we seen his defense? He said his defensive badge is still a bronze. Yeah, I remember he got beat. I think it was by Nelson, a white dude. Nelson had beat him or something like that. He was getting, but that's when Tyson was on all type of drugs as well, though. I think he was coked up around that time. He was drinking liquor. He was doing all type of stuff he wasn't supposed to do.
Yo, okay.
Oh, they own him. They own Tyson.
Cat smoke.
King Mitch says all that Mike Tyson is for the birds. He's an old fighter in okay shape, can look magnificent hitting pads and bags.
I'm sorry why I said it, man.
Facts. What you say? My bad, Val. What you say?
I just remember what I said about he should stay retired. I think he shot right back at me.
Facts. Strapped up Sammy says Errol Spence versus De La Hoya. That's a good one. I'm gonna go with Spence, bro. I'm gonna take a prime Spence in shape. I'm gonna go with Spence, bro. You know what I'm saying? Any final thoughts on the panel from JFL and Valix before we head out? Because we're gonna go check out Barbershop and we're going to Aki TV right now. We're gonna check out Barbershop Conversations in Aki TV, man. So I want y'all to close it out. Jay, start off with Valix. Valix, what's your final thoughts?
I guess Tyson can come back.
For sure. Mike Tyson, you want to see him come back?
Yeah, I guess.
For sure. JFL, man, what's your final thoughts on the show?
My final thoughts is great comparison with Spence and Winky Wright, and also follow up with the other fighters and their comparisons. And that'd be a good look.
Facts, man. Appreciate everybody that turned up with me. D Hodges, King Mitch, Strapped Up Sammy, you know what I mean? Coco, Fresh PX, you know what I mean? Valix, JFL. Make sure y'all go subscribe to JFL's channel, man. Go check him out. My brother putting pressure on these clowns out here, man. He's exposing a lot of bums. I'm dropping a link to Aki TV. I'm about to go to Aki TV real quick. You know what I'm saying? There go the link. Everybody, let's go hit that link. Meet up at Aki TV. Hit the like button if you haven't already, man. But, man, great video. Errol Spence Jr., the next Winky Wright, man. I see a lot of similarities with that peekaboo defense and the great jab, man. Appreciate everybody. Let's go to Aki TV and let's go turn up, man. Let's go to Aki TV. Hit the link right here, bro. Aki TV. Let's meet up in the chat. And then after Aki TV, let's go to Barbershop Conversations. We sign.
Hey, H Money.
What's up, bro?
You got a shout out to the barbers, man.
Yeah, shout out to all the barbers out there, man. Appreciate y'all, bro. We signing out. Peace, man. Tomorrow night, we coming back with another one. Tomorrow night, same time, same place, bro. Let's go to Aki TV. I'm finna call in. I'm calling into Aki TV, man. Everybody should call in, bro. We out of here.